just make noise and basically waste our time.
Dear members of the media and the public, I welcome you.
Live from the heart of Atlanta, Georgia, and beyond, hour one of the Von Haessler Doctrine begins right now. Me? I'm your lovable, huggable radio chat host, Eric Von Haessler. The other voices you hear are the Doctrinaires. Man of 1,000 voices, Tim Andrews, has the afternoon off. We do have the lady of 184.7 characters, Autumn Fisher. The woman behind the glass, Colby Richardson. And the handsomest producer in all of producery, Jared Yamamoto.
When are you going to admit that you are throwing these adult toys on these WNBA courts? When are you going to admit it, Eric Von Haessler?
Well, I may admit it now because it's my crypto company.
I knew it.
Decided.
I knew it.
When we opened, it actually started out as a restaurant chain, Green Dildo Salads, but that didn't.
This didn't stick.
It didn't stick. Yes.
Vegetables and vibes.
Yeah, it was. Well, I took over.
Veggies and vibes.
I took over Veggies and Vibes, and I was told, this is the community loves this restaurant. It's been here a long time, and I just had this idea now, Green Dildo Salads. It's gonna be, and I probably took the wrong advice, but on the restaurant stuff, which didn't work. But then when I got into the Green Dildo crypto meme.
Gross.
Then I decided that, and that was behind it. It's a cryptocurrency company.
That's correct. That is absolutely correct.
George Stein is in later. I want to ask him, because I know people, individuals. Now I'm assuming that we assume now that there were the people who were throwing these on the court, the WNBA games, were paid by this crypto whatever.
That's what we assume.
So they've been arrested. But I want to know, how much money can you get out of this company, and how much money do they have? They're kind of a startup, so I don't know. But it's kind of an odd one to me. Who do you it's just the world we live in now, where somebody's like, hey, how are we going to get the word out about our new Green Dildo meme? Well, I've got an idea. Let's completely and totally break the law, and we'll
get so much publicity.
Yeah, we'll just completely disrupt public events. At a time where people are already kind of a little bit, in the back of their head every time they go to something publicly, wondering if some kind of horrible thing will break out. It'll be a great time to disrupt public events, and what better way to do it than? And then probably what will happen after we piss off everybody who goes to a WNBA game for a couple of weeks is they'll all rush to buy our dildo meme.
That word is so gross to me.
It is to me, too. I don't even like saying it. And
you're saying
adult
it so
toy.
much.
Yeah, I know, but adult toy.
That could be a vibe.
Yeah, and people think of those as things that, if you threw them on the court, you might knock somebody out. Whereas,
they're external.
So I thought we need. It's actually a pretty, if you were thinking, okay, I'm making pickle bread, what would you use?
Pickle bread.
What would you use?
I would use dill pickles.
No, you'd use dildo, of course. So
I did not follow.
I thought I was walking into that. I was walking into that when I tried to avoid it.
I was saying is
pickle?
It is a gross word, but it's really not all that. It's kind of. It's kind of has that kind of that feel for a word. It's not as gross as other words can be.
It's close to Bilbo. And Bilbo's a cute little hobbit from the land of Shire.
Bilbo Baggins.
And as a long-suffering, well over 40 years Buffalo Bills fan, I still have to own the fact that this was started by Bills fans. They were called Bildos. And basically it was just during that period of time where we couldn't get arrested. So people just didn't know what to do at games. So they just started throwing. Whenever Tom Brady was out there, they'd throw a dildo out there and basically say, yeah, you're better. You're better than us, but how about that? How about that? Now what do you think, huh?
Well, we'll be the entertainment if you're not going to be the entertainment.
That's right. So, we'll have to ask George Stein.
So the whole thing started by
Yeah, I got to read. What is you have the story in front of
I
you?
do.
What's the name of the company?
So again, it is called Green Dildo Coin, and it's traded as DILDO. So that's the trading.
Are you saying you won't be buying this?
I guess not.
Yeah, it
I
grosses
was
you
thinking
out.
about it, but the fact that I don't like the ethics. I don't like the way this looks.
We've gotten to the point now where we actually have like forms of money that are creepy and gross. Like, nobody would ever go, somebody just go to you and say, hey, you know what, man, I'll tell you that currency, the yuan, or the won, nobody would go like, oh, ew. Yuck.
Ooh, the
like
dollar,
nobody has ever this is the first time anybody has ever looked at money in any kind of form and went, ooh, yuck.
I was kind of grossed out a little bit by Doge just because
Yeah.
I want it to be dog and it's not.
Yeah.
And it's a weird Doge. I don't know.
That's
This
an
isn't like a
that's an
pleasant
irritainment. That's an irritant. Irritant.
Yeah,
That's not
this
you're not
is actually
grossed
kind
out.
of gross.
Yeah, it's very gross. Well, it's gotten to the point now. This is the reason that this kind of thing happens, and I guess it was successful in the sense that people will be talking about this meme.
Yeah,
We're
the-
talking about
the-
this meme.
We just said their name, which
Exactly.
It's
But
tripled in value.
how do you break through? How do you? Oh, tripled in value. It could have started at $1.
It's fair.
It could be worth $3.
It starts out small.
Hey, that's something you take back to your
Oh,
investors.
hey,
Like,
hey,
hey,
It got bigger.
I tripled in value.
That doesn't track, Autumn, because when
Why?
you buy one of these things, they're the size they are. They don't,
Right.
uh, You're
I don't know
going
how
to
these things work.
You see, you're.
I'm
yes.
I'm inexperienced.
I know
so
that
I
you
don't know.
are.
Or
I
you
know
can't
that
take an
you
Allen
are.
wrench or something and
What?
Well, he was thinking like a
you
like
like
a
tighten it up or
and
loosen
then-
it up.
like he's thinking. He's thinking like a jack for your car. Like you would take an Allen wrench and
Oh,
go
and like
up
an
or down.
Yeah, exactly. We go up
like
and
an
down.
extendable, like
Yes, exactly.
like antenna.
yeah.
But again, you don't want to ask. You don't want to ask Autumn that. She doesn't have any experience whatsoever with these
no.
things.
Never know.
What are we talking about? Back massager?
This is what I mean.
Yeah.
Although I will tell you, I'm sure there are people who are listening right now. Like, I don't call WSB. I can't believe they're talking about stuff like that. Well, let me tell you something, Georgia, state of Georgia,
Georgia.
You've been
It's an
outed.
inside joke between us.
You've been jouted. You've been jouted. You've been outed, Georgia, which I call jouted, because they did a study to find out which states were looking at the most porn. And no, we're not
Win.
number one.
Not number one,
We're
but
not. Yeah, number one is California. Number two is New York. I can't remember what number three is.
I'm pulling it up right now.
But number four, I believe, is it 4 or 5?
We're number 4.
We're number 4.
We're
So
number 4.
I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it from the family-friendly state of Georgia anymore about, ooh, they made a joke about because out of the 50 states, we are consuming the 4th most porn.
That's correct. Yeah, 1, 2, and 3 are California, New York, Texas, and then Georgia coming in 4th.
Just
All these places are hot.
yeah, well, that's you're already in the mood.
Oh yeah, heat really gets me going.
Yeah, the wife has yelled, "Hey, I'm gonna go have lunch with my friend." Temperature is already 90 degrees outside. New York's
getting
not really
hot.
hot. Number 2 is New York. That's not necessarily one of the hot states. Although
It's
I do.
hot. That's true, but it does get really hot in the summer there.
Well, yeah, because it's called the summer. Oh, it's
No, but I
hot.
mean, I'm just saying.
No,
some
I
places
know.
get miserable.
I know, but I don't think many people think of it as one of the hotter states
Yeah.
in the union.
I guess I think of it as being hot because you have to walk everywhere in the summer, and you're just everywhere you go.
Well, here's
you
the
can
problem.
like look really nice leaving the house, and then you're just drenched in sweat because you have to walk a mile and a half in your shoes.
You're talking about in the summertime in New York, or just any
Yeah.
of these other? Or I think you're making one of these big mistakes, and as somebody from the western portion of that
Oh,
state,
you're right.
of assuming the entire state of New York is New York City.
Yeah.
and
When
that's
I
not
think
true.
of New York, I think of New York City, and
Yeah.
that's my fault.
That is
That's
your
messed
fault.
up.
Because
I
you're
want to
missing out.
apologize to Albany.
No, it's
No?
Albany up
What's it
there. We,
called?
we call it
Albany.
Albany up there. Here it's Albany.
Albany, yes.
Up there
It
it's
is not
Albany.
Albany here.
It's
either.
Albany.
Yes, it
No, it's not.
I don't know why you say that it's not. People from Albany say it's
I was
Albany.
born
They
in
decide.
Albany.
No, you weren't.
You don't know.
You were born in Lawrenceville or some kind of.
I was not born
Well,
in
I don't
Lawrenceville.
know. You were born in Smyrna or something. I
Nope.
don't- Well, you were born somewhere like that.
Maybe I was born in Albany. You don't even know.
No, well, you were born in. No, it's a goofy name. It's I mean, it's
No, it's not. It's called Washington, D.C.
Oh, that's right. You were born in D.C., but you were here immediately.
Yeah,
almost.
you-
No, at 3.
Yeah, 3. Okay, give me the 5 favorite memories before you moved to the state of Georgia.
Well, when my mother looked at me in the eyes and picked me up,
Yeah. Was that a
and
big
I
one
cried,
for
and she took care of me.
you? Yeah. By the way, were you an easy child, little
Yeah.
baby, or were you one of the like a colicky, like look, I'm here, I'm never gonna stop
No,
screaming?
I was an easy baby. My mom said that, like, you know how sometimes people who have easy babies will make almost like a mistake and have a second kid because they're like,
Yeah.
babies are so easy, and then
Yeah.
they have a really hard baby.
Your mom just
I was-
stopped with you. She was like,
Well, but she says it's because like they made the perfect child. and
Oh.
they didn't take another one.
yeah, well, that's what you tell it. That's when your 7-year-old says, "How come I don't have a brother or a sister?" Well, sit down. We'll tell you a story.
I never
Here's a
cared about
fable.
having a brother. You know, I care
Because you're
now.
selfish. Because
Yeah.
you're selfish.
Well, what do I know? I'm like a kid. It just
Yeah.
seems like this is just
I
the
don't-
way.
I think
you
your
know,
mom
but
lied to you, Autumn. I think she did because I think that people that have
She is a liar.
that
so.
have
I've
only
met her mother. This is congenital lying.
Constant lying.
people that
No, I
have
was gonna say she. Yeah, I never cared about whether I had a brother or sister growing up, being an only child, but then now I'm like, God, I couldn't have had some siblings to like spread out this help that I.
Yeah, like,
my
you know, can I have, can these kids have some cousins and get some aunts and uncles that will,
Oh no,
I
not
could
my
send-
kids. I'm sorry now because I'm helping taking care of my parents now, and I'm the only one who can do it.
I got it.
yeah.
Oh, it's all on
the
you.
reverse care.
It's all on me.
And are you?
I'm like, you know, gentle parenting my dad
Yeah.
and therapizing my mom.
Yeah. So, yeah. So you are you? I think what
Which
you're
I'm
saying.
fine with doing,
I
though.
think what you're saying is, though, you may be fine, but of course you're fine with doing it. You love your parents as you should.
Yeah.
But I think what you're kind of indicating here is that although you were an easy baby, they're not easy parents. It seems
No.
to me. you are
My
not-
mom is getting easier. Like she's learning and growing, but my dad, bless him, is
Wow,
just
your dad.
stuck.
Is he?
you know.
Is he curmudgeonly on top of everything else?
No, thankfully he's not. But he's
Okay.
very forgetful,
Mhm.
and then he's also he doesn't have enough to do, so he really hyper focuses on things.
Yeah.
And so, you know, like we're supposed to go over there this weekend and like do some crafts over there and like paint, and he's constantly calling about when that's going to happen, what's going to happen, when are we going to be here, what's going to go.
Is everything going to be? Yes. Does he have things set up for you for the crafts?
No,
How-
he
what-
can't because he can't move his
Yeah.
arms up.
He can't
You know,
move his
so-
arms up at all. Oh, I feel bad. I love Bob. I love your dad, Bob.
Bob.
So Bob doesn't have the ability to move his arms all that
He
much.
can't
or-
raise his arms up like above his chest.
Okay. So what do you guys do? You
Yeah.
get together for a craft day. Like, what,
Yeah, how does
what-
that work?
What is that? Is it like 10 a.m. to 3 p.m.? Is there a time limit? How does it? Do the kids join? Is it, how
Oh
does
no,
it
it'll
work?
be the kid. It'll be a kid activity. So Joe's kids and my kids, we're
Uh-huh.
all going over there,
Yeah.
and my mom, you know, loves to do crafts. So like some of us will be doing that, and then Joe's daughter is extremely talented artist, and so she's going to be like painting,
lording
like
it
that.
over all the other kids. Oh, nice one. I can
know,
see
she-
that.
My step siblings
She's
aren't
actually
as
like
good.
quite the hype woman. She's
Yeah.
like, if like one of us is doing a poor job, we're like, oh, this is stupid. She's like, no, it's actually really good.
No, you've got
you
something
have a really
there.
Cool style.
Stick with it. That's like when the kid is the parent. Like
Yeah.
the parent is like throwing a fit because they're not good enough, and the kid has to calm them down. No. You've got some stuff.
Do you have experience with that?
Do me? Are you talking about the time that I that period of time that I continually kept losing checkers games to my oldest son when he was about, I don't know, 11 or 12 years old? Here at I know we were in public once playing checkers, and
It's a
he beat me.
dangerous game.
He beat me, and I was that was not the time actually at one point I flipped the board because I couldn't believe it. This 11-year-old kid is just beating the hell out of me, and I immediately said, "Hey, it's not you, it's me."
Well, that's good. So he didn't have to like talk you down.
No, I'm not mad at you.
Yeah, but still.
But I did flip the board. That was,
Yeah, some people are right-brained and some people are left-brained, and it sounds like he's more of
wherever-
an analytical guy.
well, yeah.
And
wherever.
you're just dumb brain.
Well, both of my
Can't do
kids
it.
are much smarter than I am, so
Oh,
it's
yeah.
hard. It's difficult when you're
Ellie
growing
is
up.
smarter than me for sure.
Yeah, it's kind of weird when your kids are smarter than you are, and
She's going to be taller than me and smarter than me.
And
Are you nervous?
Yeah, she can probably take you at this point.
She has. I mean, listen. She's very long, so she's gonna like wrap herself around me like a spider.
I know. I saw the picture of her graduating from. People graduate from everything now. She could be graduating from the 3rd grade for all I know.
I think
You
they called it a
graduate.
promotion, which
Yeah.
is nice.
Yeah. Was she graduating into middle school or something?
Yeah.
Okay. And I saw the picture. I was like, "Who is that?
I know.
Was she 8 feet tall? What?
Yes.
Where did that come from?"
She's like 27 feet tall.
Well, listen, that will come in handy because she will be known as a circus freak, and you can get some of that money
Absolutely.
if you manage her career.
Yeah.
By the way,
I'll exploit her.
they also have the top 10 least porn addicted states.
Ooh, what are those?
Well, number 1. Listen, when you eat your potatoes, don't worry about them being gross because the number 1 least porn addicted state is Idaho.
Wow.
That doesn't surprise me.
Why?
And with a name like Idaho,
Yeah, you'd think.
like
I don't
No.
trust people from Idaho. I don't trust them.
I've never met anyone from Idaho that that I know of. I don't know if I've
I
ever
don't think
met.
anybody really lives there.
It's just, well, people have to work there, pick the potatoes.
You got
and
Boise
such.
State, you got the blue field there, so they, there's a reason to go to
But
college
again,
there.
like Eric said, have you ever met anyone like I'm from Idaho?
I have actually met people from
He's
Idaho.
met somebody
All right,
from
Jared.
everywhere because he's Jared.
Just say no because it'll be fun.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
not part of the
no,
yes and.
we'll be extreme. We'll be
Yeah, but
extreme.
this is
no,
I
yes
have
and,
met
but
somebody
you're
from
saying
Idaho.
There's nobody there.
She went into a certain direction, and then people will be like, I hate that guy. He says nobody lives in Idaho, but I know somebody who lives in Idaho. And they don't know. We've got them. We've got them hate listening. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. You get measured. Doesn't matter why you're listening.
Bring him in no matter what.
Montana, number 2, least addicted state to porn. I mean, I don't know.
I get that one too. That makes sense.
It's not addicted, right? It's just using.
No, just using the least. And then Arkansas, strangely enough, there's a hot state
Oh, because
for
they're
you.
all,
Were you going to say like some sort of disparaging thing?
Going to
about,
Walmart, that's what you were going to say, right?
Arkansas? What, that sounded worse. It seemed like the thought was worse than that to me.
It was all those quiverfuls.
Quiverfuls?
Yeah, it's those like Duggars.
Oh, hey, listen.
We're
you,
like,
you were the one. You were the one who was like,
Don't bring
such
up my
a
past
huge
against me.
fan of the
I know.
Duggars. I told you,
Obsessed.
I told everyone the moment that show got up to the point that I noticed it, that don't believe what you're looking at there. This is not a
Listen.
good family. I knew
I
it wasn't a
agree.
good family for one reason. And then when we found out, it even supported what I said, which is, number 1, if you've got that many kids, how many kids did they have? 12 or something?
19.
Okay, 19 kids. All right. Do you know how different each of these kids? You're not going to, let's just tell you what's not going to happen. You're not going to bring 19 kids in the world and they're all going to live good, long lives and none of them are ever going to get arrested for anything. 19 people, somebody's going to have a problem, right? And as a parent, you should know that. And just so I was sickened by the fact that these 2 adults were using kids to get famous and be on TV. And then there was this political end to it, which was kind of disgusting because, kids don't know what they are politically and all of that. And then when we found out that the one
Josh.
kid did the thing with the whatever, guess what? That happened before they got famous.
Yeah.
Which
and then
makes
it
my-
happened again. Oh, then, and then,
That's a different thing. But what I'm saying is, from my point of view, you already know that one of your kids has a past
Yeah.
that maybe as a parent you wouldn't want the entire nation to know about, and they didn't care because they wanted their fame. And so I always and large families scare me because. I think of them as like traveling volleyball teams.
Yeah.
If you got enough, if you can,
You're filling like 2 minivans.
if your family is so big that you could play they can play each other and have 2 full teams of volleyball. Somebody's getting lost in the mix. I'm sorry.
Listen,
Somebody's getting lost in the
Do you
mix.
need to hear that you're better than me? Is that what you're looking for?
This I already know. Don't need to hear it.
Okay, so you don't need to hear it?
Don't need to hear it. I
guys-
feel
All right,
very
I do wanna
confident on that
I
one.
want to apologize for talking and like backing them up because I really
You
I
just
was
got
not,
into
I'm
the-
not the same woman as I
Well,
was.
you were into the show. You just liked shows.
and I wanted to not feel difficult things, and I felt like acknowledging that, and then acknowledging that this family may be extremely dysfunctional and problematic. That I didn't want
I
to.
think it's interesting you said dysfunctional. As somebody who comes from a very highly dysfunctional family, although
Yeah.
not my immediate family, but the family that I come from, although
How you grew up.
those of us still alive still love each other and all that kind of stuff. I think that it's pretty obvious to me, and has been for a long time, that, to some degree, every family is dysfunctional.
Of
No,
course,
yeah,
but
so-
100%, yeah.
And that's
they're
why.
still that doesn't make them not dysfunctional.
Well, no. What I'm saying is that's why putting your kids on TV and your family and pushing yourself that way, to me, the first thing I think, before I assess the show and say, is this a good show or a bad show, whether it's on TV or YouTube or whatever, the first thing I think is, wow, these are very horrible parents. Anybody that would take a 7-year-old, throw him into the spotlight, you don't know what that kid's going to be going, oh, we have a hit show. Yeah, well, you don't know what that kid's thinking at 9 or 10 or 11. It's just wrong. It's the wrong thing
is
to do.
wrong.
And
absolutely
and I'm glad that you finally have come around to not only that, but the understanding that, of course, Eric is better.
Well, you guys will be happy to know that both Jim Bob and Michelle Duggar posted on social media celebrating their 41 years of marriage.
Who gives a damn?
Yeah, who cares?
Hey, you're just as important as all the other couples that have been married a long time that I don't know. Got nothing against you. Are they even out there anymore? Because, I don't even want to get into it, but, they knew where their son was coming from, and yet they would still moralize to others,
Yeah.
which is, I find, to be
Well, hey,
not a good
you know
trait.
what? They sent him away to also a criminal, to get him back straight, and then
Yeah.
just made him do hard work.
That's all you got to
So
do.
he's
Ride
better.
horses. Basically, if you're
Like
having
doing some construction,
you're-
it's the same thing as the
yeah, no matter what your
if you're
problem
if you're
is,
gay, it's the same like projects, right?
just
It's like,
ride
work
horses.
real hard in the sun.
just
and-
ride horses until you're not gay anymore. This
Yeah.
is the. This is the.
Is that the way to do it?
This is the as I understand it from the Shock Therapy Institute of Indiana.
By the way, guys, they are working in the car industry. I believe the wife is doing real estate now.
Oh,
and
look at that.
And they say, quote, that having a hard work ethic really has taught them a lot.
Oh, good. Yeah.
Happy to hear that from Jim Bob.
Yeah, Jim Bob. He didn't get to where he wanted to get. I guarantee you, he wanted
No,
to
he
find
wanted-
himself in the Senate or
He
something
tried to
like
run
that.
it.
He ran
Oh yeah, okay. So he
for something. I don't know.
let's hey, you know what? I want some power in this world. How about we use our kids as props?
Sounds like a good idea, honey.
Is that how she sounded?
Yeah, she's real sweet like this,
And I make things with my hands.
like babies.
It's the Love Your Home Minute from TE Certified. Hi, it's Chris Chandler with Josh, the local owner of TE Certified Electrical Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling. You know Josh, that is him you see jumping out of the backs of their trucks. Welcome back, Josh. Talk to me about something you did at your house that was a real game changer that helped you love your home.
Indoor air quality. So one of the first things I did to my air conditioners was put in a UV light to capture and kill all the bacteria and things floating through my air conditioning system. I put in a high-end media filter so that would capture any dust and particulate coming through my home. UV lights are awesome. You see them in hospitals, you see them in factories, you see them in places where they make food. It's going to kill any living thing that's passing through your air conditioning.
So if you're in a home with little kids and pets, this is really something to think about.
Absolutely. I've got 3 boys and a dog, and I got a wife I want to keep happy. So I have lots of very nice filters. I have lots of UV lights, and of course I have a humidifier.
Yeah, I actually had UV lights installed at my home from TE, and it has really helped me love my home.
TE certified, we love your home.
For many women in our community, support for our physical and mental health feels out of reach.
When your workday is long,
And your budget is tight.
and your village is busy,
And the road between home and help is a 6-lane highway with no crosswalk.
Northside Hospital believes women deserve better.
Northside is rolling up our sleeves and getting to work.
We got your house call.
Heard.
Learn more at northside.com/heard.
Bro, our AC totally died this weekend, and I just got quoted 10 grand for a new one.
Reliable replaced mine last year, bruh. $69.99 a month.
Bro, $69.99?
Yeah, bro. They take care of everything. Forever. All repairs, maintenance, and it's no additional charge, bruh.
Bro.
That's right, bruh. Stay cool with reliable heating and air. Any size AC, just $69.99 a month. Zero down and an unbeatable lifetime warranty. Go to reliableair.com to schedule your free estimate today.
Live from the Superior Plumbing Studios.
News,
weather,
traffic.
95.5 WSB.
Atlanta's News and Talk.
It's 3:30. I'm Veronica Waters. The news this half hour is brought to you by Vincent Financial. WSB's top local story. The man behind a stunning attack on MARTA police is off the streets today. MARTA police officers approaching the suspect urinating inside the 5 Point station had not decided how to handle the suspect, but Chief Scott Crayer says the man escalated out of nowhere Thursday night.
When they tried to handcuff him, they got the handcuffs in one arm, and he used the other arm to reach in, pull the weapon out, and fire behind him. He fired a total of 6 shots.
Injuring 2 officers Thursday night. 26-year-old Christopher Daniels, though, now captured by U.S. Marshals not far from Huntsville, Alabama. One of the injured officers is recuperating at home. Another is in surgery this afternoon. For the third time, the Texas House of Representatives is once again unable to reach a quorum today, as only 95 of the 100 needed to reach a quorum showed up to the chamber. Democrats have been reducing the chances that they can get a quorum as Republicans plan to gerrymander districts in an off-year redistricting. Clayton County fire officials say they had every right to remove a dozen teens living in a local church basement after they found this facility not authorized with the state and riddled with fire code violations. President Trump has reportedly removed Billy Long as IRS commissioner. This confirmed today by a source to the Associated Press. Long was confirmed just 2 months ago into the position. It is now 3:31, and live team coverage of traffic and weather is beginning right now. Alex Williams is checking your commute in the WSB 24-hour traffic center.
And right now we're watching the brake lights through DeKalb County, Veronica, due to this crash, and 1 to 2 left lanes, 285 eastbound, the outer loop, Boulder Crest Road, exit 51. You're really jammed all the way back to Jonesboro Road, Highway 54, exit 55. Go ahead and use I-20 eastbound as an alternate. Now getting into downtown, it's a slow one, 75-85 northbound, and you jam up from Highway 166 Langford Parkway up toward Peachtree, Pine Street. Southbound is packed in from the 85-400 merge, just getting down to I-20. And they just cleared roadwork on the south side. Better news there in Stockbridge, 675 northbound, all lanes back open. Highway 138, exit 1. Alex Williams, 95.5 WSB.
This is WSB meteorologist Christina Upwards. Partly to mostly cloudy today, high 84. That's trending about 6 degrees below average for this afternoon. Lows tonight in the mid-60s. Tomorrow, mostly cloudy, high 83. Scattered rain showers return Sunday, highs in the upper 70s.
It's 82 degrees now in Midtown Atlanta at 3:32. More news at 4 o'clock. Breaking news when it happens. I'm Veronica Waters, 95.5 WSB.
At Coosa Valley Credit Union, we believe in kinder banking. That means speaking to a real person, a state-of-the-art website and mobile app, and kinder banking means offering our members the most competitive rates in the market. This is Andy Harris. Come see us at Coosa Valley Credit Union.
The wreck was bad, but dealing with insurance can be even worse. Hey, it's Smile and Mark McKay for John Foy & Associates, the strong arm. When it comes to traffic accidents, I've seen it all, and nothing surprises me. But when it comes to how insurance companies treat accident victims, I'm shocked. If you've been injured, don't try to take on the insurance companies alone. You need an experienced, winning team. You need the strong arm to fight for you. Pay nothing up front and get your free case evaluation at johnfoy.com.
Whether you're driving your European car for sport or luxury, you need to get to know Wolf Pen Auto Repair in Roswell. This is Scott Slade. Even if your Porsche, BMW, Audi, Mercedes-Benz just needs an oil change, you'll get factory-trained, certified technicians who love European cars as much as you love yours without sky-high dealer pricing. Wolf Pen customers constantly come away saying, "This is how it should be." To get to know you better, for a limited time, mention you heard about Wolf Pen on the radio and get a free second opinion on repairs. Just search Wolf Pen to get started.
I'm Brian Parks, head of commercial banking in Atlanta for Ameris Bank.
I've been in banking for over 30 years, and my team and I know that businesses have the best results when they work with local bankers who know the Atlanta market. Bankers who will work to understand your business operations and bring good ideas to the table. At Ameris Bank, we do that. I invite you to reach out so we can start a conversation. Visit amerisbank.com/yourbusiness or a local branch near you. Ameris Bank, fiercely yours, member FDIC.
If you've ever organized your closet only to have it look like a bomb went off in there 1 month later, then it's time to call Artisan Custom Closets. Reach-in closets, walk-in closets, pantry spaces, garages. With a custom spacious closet from Artisan, you'll never have to deal with all that clutter again. All your stuff neatly organized and designed to stay that way. Call the Closet Bomb Squad, Artisan Custom Closets. They'll diffuse your clutter and make it safe to enter your closet again. ArtisanCustomClosets.com.
At Kroger, you never compromise. You get high quality and low prices. Like you never compromise your meal with our spring salad mix that's guaranteed fresh. And you never compromise your budget with lower prices on over 1,000 items. Hand it to Kroger shoppers. You never compromise. Kroger. Fresh for everyone.
You can save big on 12 packs of Coca-Cola, Pepsi, or Canada Dry. Select varieties are $5.99 each with your digital coupon. Kroger, fresh for everyone.
You worked hard for your 401k, but if you've left your job, your money might be sitting in the wrong hands. I'm Jeff Jr. with Trajan Wealth, and it's very possible that the 401k that you have had for years has hidden fees and limited investment choices. But if you're no longer with the company, that 401k may be at the mercy of your former employer. All of these things could be costing you thousands. Rolling over your 401k into an IRA can provide better investment options that align with your long-term goals. At Trajan Wealth, we're fiduciary advisors that are held to a higher standard with no hidden agenda and no hidden fees. Don't let your retirement dollars sit in an old plan, and don't roll it over to your new plan without consulting Trajan Wealth first. Call 404-390-4000. That's 404-390-4000.
Advisory services are offered through Trajan Wealth, LLC, an SEC registered investment advisor.
Had to stretch that arm there.
Oh,
I'm worried about you.
No, my arms. I've messed up my arm.
You got a little robot arm going there.
My right arm is messed up.
What happened?
Well, just a series of stupid things, really. I think the first thing that happened is I didn't go to work for 3 weeks, and then I started carrying the bag over my right shoulder all of a sudden, and then I think I put a lot more stuff in it. It was a lot heavier. So I think that's where it started. And then I realized that, and I was like, okay, well, I'll just start holding the bag with my left hand. And then, so this is having nothing to do with this, just on a whim. A few days ago, you know, this is what Amazon does to you. Well, maybe I'll get one of those. And I saw, do I need it? Well, maybe I do. Maybe I can come up with a rationale as to why I need it. But I used to have a really good shiatsu massager. And shiatsu hurts like hell, but if you can put up with it, then a couple hours later you feel
You're talking
great.
about that thing that's like boom, 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 boom.
No, it's not like they usually kind of turn. But it's really, really, it's very difficult for me. Maybe other people are easier with it. It's difficult for me to put up with it. It hurts so much the way that it massages your neck.
So again, it's like a device that you're putting on your body.
Yeah, it's like you can just drape it over your neck.
And it's green.
And it's
right?
it's not a meme coin.
Okay.
And so it hurts enough. But if you can put up with it on your neck, if you can put up with the pain, then I had this experience like 25 years ago, and like a heroin addict, I keep going back for that experience again, where the pain was so bad, and then like the next day I've never felt better in my life. But I can't get myself to go through it, so I haven't done it for a while. So I bought a new one. And then once I had this little problem going, I decided to take that hard pressure shiatsu stuff and start applying it around like the clavicle and stuff like that, thinking I would help myself. I did not help myself. I hurt
there's
myself.
Not enough musculature there.
Yes, I hurt myself very much. But nothing in my arms work, my fingers move, everything's, so it just
you gotta stretch.
Just hurts like hell.
You gotta stretch.
As Eric stood up, Autumn, here in studio, he kind of looked like a pitcher was getting ready to warm up. The way he was kind of favoring that arm, kind of like swinging his right arm around a little bit.
Oh, your rotator cuff.
Ladies and gentlemen, your host is playing through the pain today. But that's all right. 8 o'clock tonight. I've got an appointment with a chair in my basement and a particular class of drug that is quite wonderful for these situations.
Tylenol, right?
Well, Tylenol ain't getting the job done.
It's ibuprofen. It's a combination. You take
It's
Advil,
yes.
two
Yeah.
Tylenol.
Ibuprofen.
Perfect combo.
We call it ibuprofen.
Yeah.
Anyway, it's that class of drugs where it doesn't really do anything to the muscle. It just tricks your brain into believing that there's nothing going on. My favorite class of drugs. And it's not like it's not like it's not a party drug. It's not like
ayahuasca.
It's for muscle relaxation. But it doesn't actually relax the muscle. That's the weird thing. It just tricks your brain into thinking, like, for some reason, you just stop feeling the pain.
Well, isn't that just a pain reliever then?
Yeah, it's a pain reliever, but it works in a different way where it doesn't do anything. Like even aspirin or Advil or whatever.
What is this drug?
They are going to. It's got a long name to it. I can't remember.
Is it Tiz?
No, it doesn't
something?
start. No,
because I have one of those and I take it sometimes to go to bed.
No, listen. I don't listen on this radio show.
I was a prescribed thing.
Okay, it wasn't prescribed for you to go to bed, and you shouldn't be using.
I snort it, and it's
no,
fine.
You don't. That's a joke, ladies. She's not.
I heat it up, and it turns to liquid.
No,
and
she
it's
does
fine.
not put it in a spoon.
I put it in my mucous membrane.
No, you do not. She does not. She's making
I
that
go
up.
to sleep.
Ladies
What's
and
wrong with
gentlemen,
that?
ladies
I'm
and
gonna go
gentlemen.
get one right now.
That's an example of humor.
Put your credit card down, Autumn. Put the credit card down. Stop it.
Gotta cut it up.
I do have that problem sometimes with Amazon. That's a joke. She's not doing that, ladies and gentlemen. No, she's just breathing. That's all she's doing.
Let's go.
She's excited.
I love this show.
That's all. She's an excitable person. That's all that there is going on there.
What's happening? Where's George Stein? Is he going on next?
He'll be up in a while. He'll be up in a
All
bit.
right, good.
Okay, all right,
Let's go.
all
There's
right,
a lot of
okay.
questions right now.
All right, let's go.
A lot of questions.
I'm amazed that you like those kind of massagers, Eric. I don't like.
Well,
like
I wasn't supposed to use it like this. This is just this kind of shiatsu thing is supposed to just be on your neck.
So just on your neck. But you know those massage guns that people have too, where you can
That's
kind
what
of
I was talking about. That bang, 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 bang.
Oh yeah. You see the athlete. You see like the football players on the sidelines will be using them.
I don't
It's
like
a
those.
ball at the end.
I've never used one before.
So maybe
it like punches you, right?
It kind of
they're too intense.
Well, you try the shiatsu. Next time you're in town,
Yeah.
I'll put the old shiatsu necklace on you. You've never felt such joyful pain in your life.
I do like a hard massage.
Well, you would like the shiatsu then. Maybe I'll send you one.
Wow,
When's your birthday
fancy.
again? Next April? I missed this one.
June.
So, April, June. What are you?
Her name's Autumn.
So is this?
Yeah. We're both Geminis.
I
We
know.
established this
Hey.
over the many years of knowing each other.
We have a lot in common. There's no doubt about that.
You just don't remember what they are.
I just yeah. So this Jared Yamamoto, he's kind of like for the last couple of days. What was that term used to be used a lot? Was it something bragging?
Braggadocious.
No. The other thing where you're trying to pretend that you're just saying something.
Oh, humble brag.
Humble brag.
Okay.
And so he's been talking last couple of days like, oh, we're going to this new restaurant in Atlanta. And this is, I gotta say, I think there's a little bit of hillbilly in Jared Yamamoto.
Oh, 100%.
Because
There's a lot of hillbilly in Jared Yamamoto.
Because he's like this place is so highfalutin. You got to have reservations.
What?
It's like, really?
Jared, you're out all the time. Wouldn't that be like a norm?
Honestly, a lot of the places that I go to,
Which are cideries, breweries, and every other kind of eries.
they don't require a reservation. And because we're very spontaneous with the different groups of friends that we're with,
yes,
you just never know where you're going to be. So tonight,
sometimes with one group, it'll be a type of group where you go and drink all night, and then you'll have your other group of friends that's like it's kind of group where you go drink all night. There's a lot of you have a lot of different kinds of friends with a lot of diversity there.
Well, we have a lot.
Sometimes you go to the tapas place where you drink a whole lot.
Yeah.
And then there's the other ones like the Italian restaurants where you also drink like a whole lot.
Yeah, totally different vibe.
Well, tonight is the blending speaking of friends and family, I've got my little brother just landed from Scotland, so
welcome back.
So he's here, so I'm taking him out tonight, and we're gonna hit a couple places up on the
the
west
one
side.
that thought I was Eric Erickson at your
His dad,
wedding?
yes.
Yeah,
his dad.
You know about that, Autumn? I was having a conversation with his stepfather, and he's telling me how great the show is, and blah blah blah. And I'm like, oh yeah, well, we do what we can, blah blah blah. And then his little brother walks up. And he introduces me as Eric Erickson. This is after talking to him for like 10 minutes about the show. I thought our voices don't sound anything alike. I don't know how that happened.
In his defense, it was 2022. We've had a couple of years. You are still holding on to that grudge.
No,
there.
it's not a grudge. It's just, come on, it's hilarious. It's just kind of one of those things that happens
Did
to
you
me in
correct
my
him?
life.
You should have just not
I know,
said
I didn't.
anything.
No, I didn't say a thing. I don't think I said a thing.
You were in the moment.
I don't think I said a thing. I might have just said, no, that's not me. But I didn't. After that, I didn't make a deal out of it.
I never, because so many people my entire life have called me Amber or April. So when they do call me that, or if someone's calling for me, Amber, like I turn because I know it's me. I know they mean me, and I'm not going to stop. They get embarrassed. They're like, oh my gosh, I know your name. It's fine.
Yeah. What are you going to do? Lecture them? Stop.
Yeah.
Hey, friends.
People get so offended.
Well, people get offended by all kinds of stupid things.
Yeah.
Stop lecturing your friends because they didn't address you correctly or whatever.
Well, it's not my friends. It's just people I know. My friends.
I'm not talking to you. I'm not
rude.
talking to you. I'm talking about other people, not you. If the whole world was Autumn, everything would be fine.
There's going to be a big blending of crowds tonight. I'll have to tell you about that when we come back.
Oh,
A
okay.
big blending of friend groups and family.
How
tonight.
many people are going to be going? No wonder you have to have a reservation. There'll be 25 of you.
It's going to be a lot.
Topical.
I feel for you if you've been working from home.
Local.
And I needed to file with my taxes this police report.
Getting you through your morning.
That offer, by the way, was like, we feel bad, here's $30K.
Mark Arum.
That should have been in the email.
Mark Arum.
Monday at 9 a.m.
95.5 WSB, Atlanta's News and Talk.
Hey, if you got weekend plans, make sure your home is ready for them. I called Wise Guys Pro Wash and boom, the house, driveway, and patio were spotless. They even cleaned the roof. I didn't even have to be home. They are truly professionals using the top equipment in the industry, and their soft washing kept my home safe and damage-free, and the results, incredible. Wise Guys has more than 2,000 five-star reviews, and I know why now. So mention me, Chris Chandler, for $70 off your next service. Book today at wiseguysprowash.com.
If I said to focus your energy, where would you start? Let's say you run a business, a school campus, a hospital, or a government facility. Finding ways to save can be overwhelming, but Georgia Power has energy efficiency tips and rebates to help. Things like improving lighting with LEDs, making HVAC upgrades, adding building controls, and more. Look, you've got a business to run and numbers to hit. Georgia Power can help you focus your energy where it matters most. Learn more at georgiapower.com/biz.
Atlanta DIY landlords, listen up. If you're exhausted from managing your rental properties all by yourself, my friends at Renters Warehouse Atlanta offering a 90-day test drive. Hire Renters Warehouse to manage your rental property for a low flat monthly fee as low as $115. If you're not satisfied at any time in the first 3 months, you can fire them. Get your management fees back. What do you get for that low flat monthly fee? A dedicated property management team, maintenance coordination, move in and move out property condition reports, advanced tenant screening with a 9-month tenant warranty, professional photography and videography, lease renewal processing and negotiations, online rent collection, monthly owner cash flow statements, and more. Renters Warehouse, so confident you'll love their service, they want an addition for your business. Choice is yours. Keep DIYing or see how Renters Warehouse can make your life easier. Start your 90-day test drive today. Go to rwatlanta.com or call 404-662-2322, 404-662-2322.
Attention men, does ED and PE have you down? Well, great news. Choice Men's Health has the latest breakthrough treatments that can get you up and running. Meet the specialist who is dedicated to helping you perform better than ever in the bedroom.
Hi, I'm Dr. Katz, Chief Medical Director at Choice Men's Health. Our custom treatment plans have a 98% success rate at improving ED and PE on your very first visit, even if Viagra and Cialis have failed. Regardless of your age and medical history, we are here and dedicated to help you regain your love life.
Don't wait. Call Choice Men's Health now. We are so confident we can help. For a limited time, we're offering to cover your first treatment for free. Call 404-400-1170. Call now to claim your free treatment. 404-400-1170. Results guaranteed on your first visit or it's free. 404-400-1170. Choice Men's Health, the only choice for your health.
Jaron Solomon here, and this month we're spotlighting Noam Carver and Crown Ring. We've got the largest selection of engagement rings and wedding bands, and every ring comes with our low price guarantee, including on Noam Carver's latest patented Luna collection. And don't miss Wedding Band Weekend, August 15th through the 17th, where every wedding band in store is buy one, get one half off. Head to SolomonBrothers.com and click book an appointment for your private shopping experience.
We're in the dog days of summer, and I have news to help you stay cool. Ashley Frasca here to share that Ragsdale is extending their biggest specials of the summer off a brand new Carrier home comfort system that comes with Ragsdale's trusted 15-year parts and labor warranty. Ragsdale has HVAC, plumbing, electrical, and insulation all under one roof. So whether it's for a leaky faucet or blown-in insulation, Ragsdale takes care of my home, and they will yours too. For great, friendly service, visit RagsdaleAir.com or give them a call. Ragsdale, the name I know you can trust.
My stuff has changed.
Eric, the mic's off.
It's important to work within the budget.
I got you.
So you have to make a reservation for 190 people to go to this.
Not that many. It's just a blending of brother being in town and then that baby shower with 80 plus people. There's a lot of.
We got to hear about that damn baby shower again.
A lot of friends and family.
As a man, I think that baby shower is it's ruling too much of your life. You're having to navigate too much because of the baby shower. And I just want to tell you, there was another place where I grew up called America. Ask me about it. I'll tell you about it sometime. Where grown men didn't really had. You know what the responsibility for a baby shower for a grown man was? That if you were dropping your girlfriend or your wife off at the baby shower, the gift might be, you need to carry the gift in.
Sure.
And then you say hi to the ladies. Hey, ladies,
hey, congrats.
You ladies
you're looking more beautiful than you're glowing.
You're glowing, yes, Autumn. You're glowing.
You're all glowing, and I hope you have a great time. I'll see you in 5 hours or whenever this thing's over when I come pick up my significant other.
The old bag.
The old bag. The old lady. Well, they don't say that anymore. People used to say my old man, my old lady all the time when I was growing up. Now I had a lot of
biker culture.
I had a lot of I kind of grew up in a sort of adjacent to biker culture, and maybe I heard it more often than others did. But I think it's a nice little term of endearment. Yeah, my old man.
Ball and chain.
My old man.
The old ball and chain.
The old lady.
Yeah, old lady.
I think the reason why there's so much focus on this shower this weekend is because it's a couple shower, and
they're very self-centered, and they think they're the first people who have ever had a child in the history of the universe.
Maybe a little bit of that, a tad bit of that, but
they are the first ones to have a baby. So with themselves, it's very important to them.
At least for
wait
the
till the second one comes along. I would say the first one happens with these kind of couples. The first one they read 8,000 books about being a parent, and you go over and you at some point they'll give you wash your hands. Okay, now you can come over. You can pick up the baby. And, turn him around. Yeah, we don't want him seeing any screens. So don't let him see the television. Just turn around toward you. And then the second one comes along, and they, throw an iPad at it when there's,
they're like, please.
The first one is just...
Keep it occupied.
By the time the second one comes along, it's like, I don't know, is she bleeding? Okay, she's fine. The first one, though, it's just like it's
in a box.
It's a very precious cargo.
And the second one comes, and it becomes less of a deal. At least the people that are coming into town want to party and have fun. So that'll be fun tonight.
Well, yeah. Well,
that's what's important.
That's what's really important at the end of the day. I hope not the one who's going to have the baby isn't going to be partying.
She's the DD.
Oh, she's ready.
She's the DD.
She's like, this baby's cooked. Who cares? I'm not going to do that much damage. Let's go.
Prime the pump.
That's right.
I don't want to have a
She's
nerd.
This baby's got to get used to drunk mom.
That's right.
Well, there was an instance lately where Tina and I were like looking over at each other where we were with they weren't close friends, so none of this group tonight or anything like that. But
they're far enough outside the circle that you could be critical of their behavior.
Yeah,
Yes.
they're like on the brink of acquaintance, but certainly friends.
What do
And
they have to do to make that jump?
we just have to have meaningful, like a meaningful friendship.
I think it
Maybe
would
that
go
we
the
hang
other way.
out.
To me, a friend is closer than an acquaintance. So
Oh,
you
for
go
sure.
from acquaintance to friends. They're acquaintances now.
But we've spent some time with them. I think in order to be a friend, we have like multiple weekends per year where we hang out together.
What I do is accept cash. we all have our different.
Right. That makes a lot of sense.
I have you could Square or something like that, but you can pay to be my friend.
We did see these in Autumn. You weigh in on this too because there were a couple of girls that were drinking
'Cause you're a
cocktails
girl. You're a girl.
while pregnant, drinking cocktails. And I mean, it wasn't
No,
like
they might have been
weren't-
mocktails.
It might have been mocktails.
No, they were real. They were real, but it was
You
only
don't know
one.
that.
It was only. I promise. I was at the table with them. They were
Yeah.
real, but it was only one. I mean, it's not like they were chugging cocktails.
Are you supposed to be drink it all when you're pregnant? Now they
I
say
mean,
no.
a doctor will never recommend
Right.
to have a drink while pregnant.
Yeah.
However,
You're not a doctor.
See?
I'm not a doctor.
listen,
Dr. Fisher.
I mean,
I think
it's
you're
the
better
same-
off.
it's-
I think you're
of
better
course,
off.
you are
not
better
to.
off not
to.
doing that at all.
Why
but,
take the chance?
I mean, yes, absolutely. But especially like if you have a very healthy pregnancy
Yeah.
and you have like half a pint, it's like it's fine. If you have a,
you mean
know
like
what I'm
a
saying? Or like
beer?
a glass of wine. Yeah.
I think of pints as like Jack Daniels or something.
Oh no, like a pint of beer.
I
Like,
got.
you know.
I
Well, especially when you're pregnant, like you kind of a lot of people recommend a Guinness after you give birth because
Really?
it helps with iron.
That's why I think you should give birth in a bar because it's not going to be difficult to do.
You're already there.
Yeah.
What if they
it's a-
don't pour it right though?
And they have
there's an
sawdust they can
Yeah.
put on the floor to like mop anything up.
Yeah, a few peanuts.
Yeah, peanut shells.
Welcome to the
A
world,
lot
kid.
comes out.
What has happened to my WSB?
That's
We're spitting facts,
that's,
sir.
That's right. That's right. That's right. Well, I think that. I think you're better off. Doesn't it lead to? I feel like if pregnant women drink, it leads to like undersized babies or something. Like they and so if having a baby hurts, maybe that helps, but it's not worth it. It's not worth it just to have an easy birth.
I think smoking makes them
This
little.
would be a good time to say that no one with any medical experience is on this show.
Yes.
We're just shooting the bull.
Yeah,
here,
exactly.
you know?
Speculation.
Nobody, no young person should listen to that and think, oh, when I get pregnant, I guess I'll drink. We're just having a conversation. Can you handle it? I think you can handle it.
WSB Atlanta, WSBB FM, and HD1 Doraville. 95.5 WSB, Atlanta's News and Talk.
Greg is a real Prevagen user, and this is his story.
Hi, I'm Greg. I'm not an actor. I'm just a regular person. 8 years ago, I just didn't feel like I was on my game. I started taking Prevagen, and I want people to know that Prevagen has worked for me. Give it a try. I want it to help you just like it has helped me.
Prevagen, at stores everywhere without a prescription. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease. Testimonialist was compensated for their time.
If you are 50 or older, it is recommended that you get vaccinated against pneumococcal pneumonia, a potentially serious bacterial lung disease that can disrupt your life for weeks. If you're an adult 19 to 49 with certain underlying medical conditions like asthma, diabetes, chronic heart disease, or COPD, vaccination is also recommended. Talk to your doctor about vaccination today and learn more at lung.org/protectyourself. Furnished by the American Lung Association in collaboration with Pfizer.
Skip the hassle of constantly cleaning and costly repairs and sell your home completely stress-free with a guaranteed offer from Mark Spain Real Estate. Find out what the guaranteed offer would be on your home. There's no obligation. Go to markspain.com and you can start packing.
Do you have an unused vehicle sitting in your driveway? Imagine turning it into a new beginning. When you donate your car, truck, or van to Tommy Nobis Center, you're helping people with disabilities get the training and support they need to enter the workforce and build successful careers. Your vehicle donation fuels real change, giving people a chance to achieve independence and purpose. us. And it's easy. We'll handle everything from pickup to paperwork. Plus, it's tax deductible. Donate today at TommyNobisCenter.org. Make a difference, one vehicle at a time.
Did you know that 30% of all heart attacks, the very first symptom is sudden death? Virtual Imaging is offering a $49 heart scan. Take advantage of this offer now by visiting virtualimagingatl.com.
Life can hit you with the unexpected. The loss of a job, a sudden illness, a dramatic jump in your mortgage payment, leaving you feeling helpless, forcing you to make difficult decisions. If you've fallen behind on your mortgage, are worried about financial problems, or are afraid of foreclosure, it's time to take control. You don't have to lose your home. The National Foundation for Credit Counseling can help. Seek advice from our certified housing counselors today. Call us at 866-687-6322 or visit mortgagehelpnow.org. The National Foundation for Credit Counseling. Real solutions for real people.
The National Foundation for Credit Counseling is a nonprofit organization that has been providing financial counseling and education for 60 years. Our national network of member agencies have helped millions of consumers with foreclosure prevention. NFCC member agencies are approved by the U.S. Department of Housing and Urban Development.
Get the WSB Radio app.
This story is breaking right now.
Get notifications from your source for news.
If you have the WSB Radio app, then you saw the breaking news.
Get the WSB Radio app.
Don't miss a thing with the WSB app.
Download it from the App Store today.
News, weather,
traffic.
95.5 WSB, Atlanta's News and Talk.
Good afternoon. It's 4 o'clock. I'm Veronica Waters. The news this hour is brought to you by QC Kinetics. WSB's top story this hour, the man accused of shooting at 2 MARTA police officers at the 5 Point station is now captured in Alabama.
The suspect, now identified as 26-year-old Christopher Daniels, allegedly shot at the officers when they confronted him for urinating on the platform. He then fled on a train to the West End station.
He was arrested a little while ago in Gunnersville, Alabama, by the U.S. Marshal Fugitive Task Force.
MARTA Police Chief Scott Crayer says Daniels has no serious criminal background.
They'll do the proper paperwork and transport him back to Fulton County.
Both officers are expected to make full recoveries. Austin Eller, 95.5 WSB.
It's 82 degrees now in Midtown Atlanta. WSB meteorologist Christina Edwards says we can expect mostly to partly cloudy skies today and highs in the mid-80s. Tomorrow is going to look a lot like it does today. You know, it's a few degrees cooler than normal for this time of year. Atlanta Radio's most accurate and dependable forecast is straight ahead. Clayton County fire officials are defending their decision to remove 12 minors being housed at a local church.
Officials say they found numerous fire code violations at the Now Faith Apostolic Church when they were called to the facility on July 29th. Because of this, and because the facility was not authorized with the state, Fire Chief Tim Sweat says they have the right to remove them.
Our actions were grounded in life safety, fire code compliance, and legal authority, not in judgment of the facility's cleanliness or basic provisions.
The church says the kids were being housed there because of flooding at their authorized facility. The kids have been placed in DFAC's custody. In Clayton County, Jonathan O'Brien, 95.5 WSB.
Another lawsuit is expected to be filed soon on behalf of another Metro Atlanta family which contends their son was targeted by predators on Roblox. Attorney Matt Dolman tells me this case is eerily similar, a sexploitation one in which a child was targeted by multiple men posing as children on the gaming platform and coerced into sharing explicit images, then bullied for much more.
So this young child, over a course of months, was groomed by multiple individuals.
Dolman says a criminal investigation is also underway. The suits contend Roblox put kids in danger by failing to verify users' ages. Roblox, in a statement, could not address pending litigation, but says it is committed to the safety of its millions of users on the site. We are learning more about just how old a meteorite is, which crashed into a Henry County home back in June.
The University of Georgia has the stone and other fragments. They say it's older than Earth itself, 4.56 billion years. Researcher Scott Harris says the meteorite was traveling faster than the speed of light entering the atmosphere. It does slow down, but it's still super fast.
Imagine running 3 times a 5K race in 1 second. That's how fast these are going when they encounter Earth.
He says the portion that slammed into the home in McDonough was about the size of a cherry tomato and was the equivalent of a high-performance military rifle. He says they've named it now the McDonough meteorite. Sabrina Cupid, 95.5 WSB.
Following the lead of Marietta City Schools, DeKalb County is now considering a new approach to prevent students from vaping on campus.
The DeKalb School Board's looking into a $1.6 million plan to buy more than 430 vape sensors from a Swanee-based company. The devices would be installed in all 26 of the district's high schools. The district will discuss the plan Monday. It says the sensors will be placed in hard-to-detect areas like locker rooms and restrooms and would send real-time notifications if a vaping product is detected in use. Marietta City Schools last month okayed a plan to install the devices in all of its middle and high schools. Judd Hickenbotham, 95.5 WSB.
Google has been hacked. The company says one of its corporate databases was impacted by hackers and that customer data was, quote, retrieved by the threat actor. Google confirms the stolen data consisted of basic and largely publicly available business information, they say, including business names and contact details. And new this half hour, renowned Apollo 13 commander Jim Lovell, who helped turn failed moon mission Apollo 13 into a triumph of on-the-fly engineering, has died. Former International Space Station Commander Larry Chow says Lovell was gifted.
It's calm under pressure, and that's what makes a good pilot. That's what makes a great pilot, is someone who can stay calm in the face of an emergency and then do the necessary things that you've been trained to do to try to save yourself and your crew and your vehicle.
The mission was intended to land on the moon in 1970, but famously dubbed a successful failure after an oxygen tank exploded. But despite that crisis, Lovell and his crew managed to return safely to Earth, which captivated the world and later inspired the Hollywood film Apollo 13. Smiling Jim Lovell was 97 years old. It's 4:05. Live team coverage of traffic and weather begins right now as you await the Von Hessler Doctrine coming back your way in 2 minutes. Alex Williams is checking your afternoon drive.
Much better news on the south side perimeter, Veronica. They cleared that crash, 285 eastbound, the outer loop, Boulder Crest Road, exit 51. Everything is back open there. Still slow leaving I-75, but those delays will start to improve. On the north side perimeter, 285 westbound bunches up right at Georgia 400 and Sandy Springs for the ride, passing Truist Park and I-75. In Doraville, 285 eastbound, brake lights find you right around Buford Highway. A lot of that is the merging madness trying to get onto 85 north, but if you stay 285 east and southbound, the brake lights continue passing I-85 down into Tucker and Clarkston. How's the afternoon shaping up through downtown Atlanta, Kobe Dawkins?
Well, it's already slow, 75-85 northbound. The brake lights pack in just before Langford Parkway, getting past Peachtree. Pine Tree, 85 southbound, heavy volume beginning at the Georgia 400 merge, getting to I-20. From the Corey Carrier Traffic Center, Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
I'm WSB meteorologist Christina Edwards. Partly to mostly cloudy today, high 84, lows tonight in the mid-60s. Tomorrow, increasing cloud cover, mainly dry, high 83. Rain showers return on Sunday with highs in the upper 70s.
Right now, it's 82 degrees in Midtown Atlanta at 4:06. More news at 4:30. Breaking news when it happens. I'm Veronica Waters, 95.5 WSB.
Hour 2 of the Von Hessler Doctrine begins right now. So when you're going out tonight, are you going to be with the pregnant ladies who drink?
No, I will not be with
Okay.
them. Thank goodness. And again, it was. I want to make sure I'm clear.
Hey, thank goodness.
It was one. It was. I saw these people that are
we don't
friend
know
adjacent.
that.
They had one cocktail. It was not like they were drinking cocktails.
Bring me a Moscow Mule and keep them coming. This baby's been kicking all day.
Love that. If you're near the end, come on.
No, it doesn't work that way.
No, I don't mean like that. That
You
gives
mean
you
the
carte
end of your
blanche
life?
to get drunk. It's
The
not
end of
that.
your
but
life?
Just have maybe a little something.
I've seen pregnant women drink like a glass of red wine.
Send your cards and letters to Autumn Fisher.
Go ahead, please. I would love to chat. You're
care of
pregnant?
Closet, Baltimore, Maryland.
Yeah.
Closet, Baltimore. Closet, Maryland.
That's my address.
She's in the closet. Always will be. What else is Jared upset about? He's on a roll today. He's coming in here. He's bitching and moaning about everything. He's upset that we don't have our own coffee machine. You know why he's upset that we don't have a coffee machine on our floor?
Oh, you mean the fancy one? With
The fancy
Yeah,
one.
the Starbucks
You know,
one.
the one that's always broken. That one.
The one that while you were gone had roaches in it.
Huh?
Yeah. While you were gone.
Wait, the fancy one had roaches?
It sure did.
Okay, why would you ever get... See, this difference between you and I, a person coming by and go, no problem, cleared of the roaches. You can get your coffee now. Like, I would never be able to get coffee out of there ever again.
Well, here's the deal. So it was in the part that I guess has like the residue that
so it wasn't up inside the machine.
No.
So
it was the grinds.
Yeah. So
Or
kind
something.
of like in the trash part of it, if that makes sense. And it was only one. There's two machines. It was only in one of them. The other machine, there's a reason why I go all the way to the other side of the building.
That's the non-cockroach machine.
Correct.
Okay. So that's worth walking. But you know what he was upset about is he has to go to the other floor. And he was like, well, these people from TV, they just want to talk to you and ask you how things are going. And, I'm busy. And then you know what he said, Autumn? He said, these people from TV, when I'm getting my coffee, they look me in the eye. Can you believe that he said that? That he apparently has some sort of deal here where people from television are not allowed to look at Jared Yamamoto in the eye. And this is what he's upset about. I think you're getting a little bit spoiled.
Well,
You've been here a little bit too long.
You know what it is? I mean,
Do they even know who you are?
Do they know who Jared Yamamoto is? The questions be asked.
Oh, no, I don't mean
does
like.
he know who they are?
Right. No, but I mean his attitude, right, is like, do you know who I am?
Oh, do you know who
when
I
we
am?
think about dominating mediums, I mean, radio always beats TV every time.
Well, first of all, TV is an
It's the
inferior.
most popular way to get
it's
entertainment, news.
As I've
Hands
said,
down.
as everybody knows that TV ain't. It's just radio with pictures.
Yeah.
Who needs that?
100%.
Who needs that? It's a very, very inferior form of entertainment.
And
if you
these
ask
people,
me.
like we have to go, I don't know, about half a mile to the coffee machine and then half a mile back. So it takes.
And then they start talking to you.
They
and they start asking you how things are going.
How are things on the radio? And I'm like, well, I've got, I don't know,
I like
3
when
minutes.
people
Why
ask
don't you
about-
tune in and find out?
I like when people generalize, ask questions. Like sometimes before I'll see somebody in the hall. So, what are we talking about today?
What's on the big show?
Well, it's a 4-hour show. I don't know. What do you want me to start? I don't know. Have you seen the news? I don't know. And that's what I know that's a colleague who never listens to my show. Hey, what are you talking about today? It's 10 minutes before the show. You think I know I'm going to talk about? Okay, that means
some people do
you've
know.
never listened to the show.
Yeah.
You have no idea.
What's the big
you
topic?
have no idea.
What's the big topic?
Yeah, what's the big topic?
You should say your mom.
Next time I will. I wasn't that quick. What's the big topic today? I don't know. We thought we'd talk about Trump and how he said something, and people are mad.
You got to come up with just some generic response, like, hey, you know how it is.
Yeah, you know.
That kind of thing.
I think we all know what I'm talking about today.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
It's pretty obvious.
And then the way you end it is like you say, all right now.
Yeah, okay. Obviously, you won't be tuning in because you have no idea what the hell my show sounds like. But thank you for asking. Thank you for
No, don't say
asking.
that part. Don't say that part.
Why? I can't be nice? I think that we need a little more courtesy and kindness in this world, Autumn
It's
Fisher.
very Southern
I'm
of
not
you.
like you. I'm not like you who's out there, witchy poo, yelling at the kids on the lawn. I like to spread a little courtesy every once in a while.
Spread it.
Yeah, you see that as weakness. I know.
Yeah, it is.
So way Jared was, he was like yelling, like, they need to get a coffee machine on this floor.
They do.
We're,
He's running for like
yeah, he's
student
like-
council.
Yeah, he's
They
like
absolutely
Norma
do.
Ray all of a sudden.
Well, we have this council here
He's
in
burning
radio.
his bra.
the council, the
Hey,
commission that we have is
I'll
the
show up for that.
The commission that we have is the OFFS commission, the O for Fun's Sake commission. And
Okay, so number one, you're a grown man. How old are you? How old are you?
I'm 36.
You're buying into a corporate thing.
Everybody, we're going to give out
Hey.
coloring books to everybody.
yeah.
And everyone's going to color all the pages. And then we're going to put all those pictures up in the lobby. And people are going to vote for which one's the coolest.
You know where fun can't happen? A corporate fun club. A
there's
corporate
gonna be
committee
pizza.
on fun.
We're going to order pizza.
Autumn makes a good point. Pizza's great.
No, Autumn wasn't making a great point. She was trying to show you how lame this is. So, okay. So the fact that you brought this corporate, what is it again?
It's
Offense.
it's OFFS, the O for Fun's Sake group. And I was going to.
Well, shouldn't you, as a 30, how did you say? 37?
36.
37? 38?
Almost 37.
Okay. Shouldn't you? I got to get you another present.
Well,
soon?
not till next year.
Okay.
but,
All right.
you know. I jump ahead now. If I start feeling like
The
I'm
fact
37
that you
now,
did
it's
that
good.
without an eye roll, the fact that you said that without an eye roll says to me you still have a long way to go. You need to start getting cynical about the corporate fun groups. Can I get you to start being
close?
Can I get you
I
skeptical
want
before cynical? Something just very close on the corporation's fun day.
So you mean to tell me that when I put my comment in the comment box, they don't really care when I write I want a
What kind
coffee
of comment
machine?
do you put in there?
Well, I put comments in there. I'll say like,
No
hey,
roaches in the coffee maker.
Hey, can we have less roaches in the coffee maker? I think that will be a good idea.
That's a good start.
If you want my feedback.
I was
That just means no one's in charge of emptying it, so it was sitting there for so long.
They
that the
may
roaches
look
found
at it, but they don't. Do you have to put your name on it?
On what?
On your comment. Do you have to say this is from
Yeah,
Jared
you have,
Yamamoto?
to say exactly.
See, that's how I know they don't look at them, because I've just put nothing but F off in there for months. And I have my name, and nobody comes back to me. So nobody's looking at it. Nobody's looking
Maybe
at
they're fulfilling what you want.
They are, by leaving me alone and not telling me that the offs
They
committee
are. You wrote
is
F
not,
off, and they're like, nailed it. No
there you go.
problem. Yes, sir.
The fact that none of this is mandatory and I don't have to show up for these things, then I've got things the way that I want.
I am going to open up a ticket or write a petition to the offs group and say, hey, we need to get a coffee machine on the radio floor because it does take extra time.
Yeah.
Takes away from
and
our
you're
productivity.
a busy man. And then these television people, they won't shut up
Yeah,
once they start talking
they're
to
talking
you.
to you.
Yeah.
They don't have a newscast until 4. So a lot of times, but I'm
Yeah.
going up there at 3:15 or
Yeah.
whatever, like during our break, I guess 2:45. They still have a little bit of time. We're starting up at 3.
When I was here in the mornings, I'd be on the stairwell or something. I'd see Blankenship. I'd just put my hand up. Don't have the time.
Nope.
Love you, man, but I don't have
Not
the
today.
time. I'm going to get coffee, and I got another break very soon. So we got to the point where he would just see the hand and know, okay,
It was
there's
code.
another time. It was code.
Jared, you know what you should do is pretend that you're on the phone.
Oh,
They're like, yeah, I'm going to get that to you. Well, no, so I know. And right. And then someone tries to talk to you, and you're like,
Or be like arrogant jerks like athletes are, like the football players who get off the
with
bus.
the headphones and
with
the head
the big
down
headphones. So, oh, yeah, because it's 2025. We need big headphones. You're not just telling me to go to hell by walking past me with big headphones on. There's a lady, saw a lady walking the dog yesterday when I was coming home. Huge headphones.
people like those headphones. I don't know why. You can't hear
I think
anything outside.
To me, it says I'm not interested in saying hello to anybody. That's what it says
no,
to me.
I'm
outside.
That could be true.
You know.
But don't you think that that's better? Because at least you know. Don't you want to know?
Listen, I wave at everybody and don't expect anything back. So it's all
Well,
it's all
obviously
good
you
for
do
me.
because you're like, this jerk doesn't.
No,
want to
no,
talk to
I
me.
didn't. I didn't even pass the person. They were in front of me before I turned. But I was just thinking that's the vibe that I get. If you wear the big headphones outside, it's just a way to tell anybody else who's walking around you, not interested. Not interested. Don't start talking. Don't say hello. I'm not interested in your hello. Not interested. And where did they learn it from? The arrogant jocks. Hey, I got to go from my bus into the building, and I don't want anybody asking me a question or saying hi. How dare you?
How dare they ask for a high five?
Not fine with me. If I was a coach, my team would not be allowed to do that.
I think it's
You're
fine.
here. You're
It's
part
like-
of this community. Somebody wants to say hello to you. You know, somebody puts up their hand, give them a high five. If you don't, you're off the team. That's the kind of coach I'd be. Hello to Alex Williams. Alex says there's a travel advisory downtown.
Hey, good afternoon, Eric, Jared, and Autumn. Yeah, not a good afternoon to be on the downtown connector if you're leaving the airport. Crash, travel advisory, 7585 northbound Peachtree, Pine Street, exit 249B. 3 right center lanes are blocked, and it has ruined the ride all the way back toward Cleveland Avenue. Think about using some alternates coming up from the airport, like Highway 29, Metropolitan Parkway. That will get you up to Northside Drive to head further up toward Midtown. If you're traveling southbound, I-85 southbound packs into the Georgia 400 merge. Going to take you about 24 minutes from there to get down to I-20. Checking the ride on I-85 toward Gwinnett County, it's Kobe Dawkins.
And 85 northbound is slow, starting before Shamley Tucker Road, getting to Beaver Ruin Road, and then the brake lights find you again at Sugarloaf Parkway, stretching to I-985. And this report is sponsored by Blindster.com. Blindster.com is a family business making custom blinds, shades, and shutters. Give them a try and see why over 1 million windows have trusted Blindster. From the Corey Carrier Traffic Center, Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
When you need to know.
This story is developing in Atlanta.
When you want to know.
Severe weather is on its way.
When you have to know.
We'll alert you as soon as this closure clears.
Get notifications
From your source for news.
Get the WSB radio app.
Download it from your app store today.
You work hard, and when the job's been hard on you and you get hurt, you need the strong arm. John Foy and Associates. Smiler Mark McKay here. His team of experienced attorneys specialize in fighting for injured workers with zero upfront costs. JohnFoy.com.
I'm consumer investigator Dale Cardwell.
And I'm Monica Pearson. Dale and I have worked together for years, first at WSB, and today helping you find Georgia's best companies and sharing why they're the best.
Monica, one of the first companies I researched and recommended is Amco Transmissions and Total Car Care. For more than a dozen years, they've consistently met my 7-point standard and honored my Make It Right guarantee. And I know you believe in Amco just as much as I do.
Dale, over the years, we've both reported about people getting taken advantage of. So I'm keenly aware what it takes to deliver not just great performance, but great customer service. People who follow my advice literally stop me on the street and thank me for referring them to Amco.
We all need mechanics we can trust for correct diagnosis, efficient repair, and fair price. Not just for transmission repair, but engines, brakes, check engine lights, and so much more. Call the locally owned Amco near you.
And I know their nationwide warranty protects you everywhere.
That's AA.
MCO.
Dave Baker here for Ben Hill Renovations, my deck guys. You know it's always deck season. Host the party, watch the big game, cook out. It's all possible on your new deck from Ben Hill Renovations. Ben Hill offers a better contractor experience. Every project is built with future county and city code requirements in mind. Your project won't go over budget, and all jobs are backed by the Ben Hill Renovations Workmanship Warranty. See them on the web at bhrenovations.com. Ben Hill Renovations, creating raving fans since 1964.
Listen up, because women have long waited for the world to recognize the importance of our health.
Northside Hospital goes beyond "we hear you" to "we're out here with you," because women deserve more than open ears.
They deserve open doors, and 1 ounce of action is worth 1,000 words.
Northside is rolling up our sleeves and getting to work for you.
This is a house call. Heard. Learn more at northside.com/heard.
Take advantage of Zero Res Carpet Cleaning's back to school BOGO sale. For a limited time, get 2 rooms cleaned plus 2 additional rooms cleaned for free. Use promo code BOGO when scheduling online at ZeroResAtlanta.com.
We've all got one, and there's never just one thing on it. Your home improvement to-do list. Trust the Plus. Painting Plus. The Plus covers everything on your list. Siding, gutters, windows, decks, porches, roofing, and of course, painting.
Hi, I'm Charlie, the owner of Painting Plus. We do it all, and we do it right. Trust the Plus family of businesses for everything on your list.
If your home's exterior has it, the Plus can improve it. Painting Plus. Siding, gutters, windows, decks, porches, roofing, and more. Trust the Plus. PaintingPlus.com.
We all hear the radio ads about the IRS. They tell you to be afraid, to be scared, and they try to frighten you into calling. I'm not here to do that. Tax Relief Advocates is different. TRA is here to tell you that if you owe money to the IRS, whether it's $5,000, $50,000, or $500,000, we have a solution. It doesn't matter if you're sitting in your car, at work, or with your kids. No matter where you are, call now.
800-575-2798.
Don't lose hope. TRA can eliminate or reduce what you owe to the IRS.
Generous programs are now available that can give you a fresh start.
Our passion is taxes and helping individuals fix their IRS problems.
We have over 1,000 5-star reviews on Google and an A+ with the Better Business Bureau.
You don't need to be afraid of the IRS any longer. End your tax nightmare today by visiting us online at TRA.com or call
800-575-2798. That's 800-575-2798.
Tax Relief Advocates. Real solutions for real people.
Yamamoto tells me that there are people they're still from the government talking about putting a nuclear power plant on the moon.
That's right. Sean Duffy was on.
He was the interim head of NASA because he has another job. I can't remember what his number one job is.
I can't remember
But he's
either.
interim head of NASA as well. So we're saving a little money.
Yeah. At least we're saving some money. He was on with Laura Ingraham, and Laura
She still have a show?
She sure does.
And
over
Laura
at Fox.
Ingraham? What
Over
is she
on-
on, like 11 o'clock at night or something?
I feel like it's, like around that time.
Oh, well, hey, nothing wrong with that. I don't have a show at 11 o'clock at night on, And Gutfeld was on Jimmy Fallon, I think, last night.
In a rare crossover event. I don't.
Well, they call it crossover, and now everybody's mad at Fallon for because he's from Fox News, and you're not supposed to talk to anybody that you disagree with. That's the rule. You're not supposed to talk to
100%.
And it shows weakness and cowardice. if you do that sort of thing. And you always hear that story. I mean, not story, but the narrative which is true too. If you just look at the numbers, that Gutfeld on Fox News has been beating all these late night shows for a long time. But there's one little thing about it. Like, honestly, the average age of Gutfeld's audience at late night is like 69.
And
like, I'm sorry, as advertisers, like, so the people that are watching you most of all, and you've got the biggest audience, they never go out and they don't buy things other than drugs. I'll bet you still most of the advertising on Gutfeld is pharmaceutical related.
Sure. Yeah.
Something along
and
those
at
lines.
10 p.m. if they have
Iron lungs.
Yeah. And I'm 61. I mean, this is not ageism, but I know about the media. And it's a simple fact. After the age of 54, nobody cares about you.
Well, with the 10 p.m. show, too, and the average audience being over 69, how many of them just had the TV on Fox already? And
No, I think they're there. They're dedicated. They're like MAGA people.
You think so?
Yeah, and it becomes like almost like a goal. Like, hey, if we watch, we're gonna be able to say that our show beats the Tonight Show. Like, it becomes like a thing. There's a lot of people in this country, all over the political spectrum, who have seemingly nothing to do. Hey, you want to go to the 10th rally? Yep, let's go.
I'm ready.
And so they can get involved in things like, let's watch that show every night so that we can say that our show beats the Tonight Show. But as far as advertiser-friendly goes, not many people are looking for 70-year-olds. You're not like, although maybe some of the biggest shows, you could advertise Paul McCartney, the Rolling Stones.
There you go.
Maybe you can.
But Sean Duffy was on Laura Ingraham and was talking about that nuclear reactor on the moon and how we're going to do it.
Let's move, Laura. So on the moon, I don't think a lot of people realize there's ice. Ice means water. We do have some solar, but if you want sustainable life on the moon, you need an energy source.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to bring fission to the moon's surface to power our base. It makes complete sense. Now, some might say, well, the launch is somewhat complicated, right? These are not active. They're not live. When we launch them into space, we can do it safely. By the way, we have submarines and aircraft carriers that operate on nuclear energy as well. But this is a key component. If we're going to get to the moon and then get to the Mars, we're going to have to figure this technology out. And again, we have to beat the Russians, the Chinese. I think to get to the moon first, if you lead in space, you lead on Earth.
Okay. I'm not asking questions about the ice or the safety. I've got a very fundamental question. It's almost a riddle. Riddle me this. How does a country that is currently $36 trillion in debt build a nuclear power plant on the moon? That's my question. Before you get to safety and also, how does the nuclear power plant on the moon help anyone that you might call, I don't know, an average American?
We'll sell power to the aliens, and we'll use it back. It'll be like a tariff on aliens.
Oh, we can actually tariff the universe.
We have to find aliens first.
It'll bring in billions. Oh, believe me. I've met them.
They'll come running.
I have met them.
They want our power.
Alex Williams says delays are getting worse downtown.
Not a good afternoon northbound on the downtown connector, Eric. 85 jams in right at Cleveland Avenue, leaving the airport. All due to this travel advisory crash. 75-85 north at Peachtree Pine Street. 3 right lanes, I should say, are blocked. Use Boulevard, Northside Drive, which you can get to there from Highway 29 or Metropolitan Parkway. All good alternates to avoid that. Now southbound, you have a stall in the center lane in Midtown. 85 southbound right at the ramp to 75 north, adding to the brake lights back to Georgia 400. We got a slow zone on 285 on the north side of town, Kobe Dawkins.
Yeah, and it's in Sandy Springs. We're checking on a new trouble spot, 285 westbound, the outer loop just at Riverside Drive, exit 24, causing you to slow back to Ashford Dunwoody Road. Triple team traffic, 95.5 WSB.
Some things really love the rain, like flowers and ducks. Other things, not so much, like your old roof. Dave Baker here from our roofing experts at Finley Roofing, the roof guys. Water is your home's #1 enemy. Your roof is your front line of defense to stop it from getting inside. Heavy rain, like we've had recently, can expose roof leaks and lead to water damage. If you're not sure how your roof is holding up, think of Finley first and schedule a free roof analysis. No obligation, no charge. FinleyRoofing.com.
Comcast Business High Five Hotline. What's the state of your excitement?
I signed my business up for the 5-year price lock guarantee, and I can't stop high-fiving people. High five!
Okay, deep breath.
High five.
You're in a good place. You signed your business up for 5 years of gig speed internet and advanced security, all on our ultra-reliable network.
Gig speeds and advanced security? I'm so stoked.
Yep, and you get it at a great rate that's locked in for 5 years.
Woo!
The high five is just your body's way of saying, I'm winning.
So this is natural.
High-fiving everyone you see in a state of business savings enthusiasm? Totally natural.
Sweet. Thank you. Thank you. High five, everybody. High five.
The Comcast Business 5-year price lock guarantee is back, but only for a limited time, so sign your business up today.
High five.
Comcast Business, powering possibilities.
Ends 9/21/25 for new customers with qualifying bundle. Current customers may be eligible depending on services and area. Guaranteed rate applies to monthly service charge, excluding taxes and fees. Other restrictions apply.
Back to school means back to the grind for your family, but it also means back to the grind for your garage door. Hi, I'm Dan Watkins, owner of All Four Seasons Garage and Entry Doors. If your old garage door is getting a failing grade, we can help. Our highly trained technicians will get to the bottom of it. It could be a simple repair, a malfunctioning opener, or maybe just a tune-up. But if it's time for your garage door to be replaced, we'll make that easy with upfront pricing and free estimates. When trust matters, trust us. All the number 4 seasonsgarages.com.
You know, I've had listeners, coworkers, friends come up and ask me, hey, Aram, what makes Advanced Hair Restoration different? Well, allow me to share, along with some details on, get this, their once-a-year summer savings event. First off, Advanced Hair stands by the results, and their before and afters are second to none. With Advanced Hair, your own natural hair guaranteed to grow. Secondly, Advanced Hair combines top-rated physicians with modern technology, creating a concierge-quality experience that's hard to find elsewhere. Finally, Advanced Hair's Advanced FUE begins regrowing your own natural hair the very next day. Quick, simple, and easy. Now, if you have a flexible schedule this summer and you've been waiting for the savings special opportunity, it's here, friends. Advanced Hair Summer Savings Event will get you the most hair for your dollar. It's their best offer ever. For details and to schedule your free consultation, call 770-660-HAIR. One-day treatment, life-changing results. Your new hair guaranteed to grow. 470-660-HAIR or advancedhair.com.
Live from the Superior Plumbing Studios.
News,
weather,
traffic.
95.5 WSB.
Atlanta's News and Talk.
It's 4:30. I'm Veronica Waters. News this half hour brought to you by Hoffman Financial Group. WSB's top local story, Georgia students make gains in academic achievement on state-administered tests. Here's a report for you all new this half hour.
From math to science, Georgia Milestone test results show positive growth in student knowledge. Dr. Allison Timberlake, Deputy Superintendent for Assessment and Accountability, says
results increased or held steady on 13 of the 20 assessments we administer in English language arts, mathematics, science, and social studies.
But according to the data released by the State Department of Education, there were mixed results in English language arts scores. The hope is to address that with new reading and literacy coaches being placed in low-performing schools. Jonathan O'Brien, 95.5 WSB.
One of the accused shooters in a late July spate of late-night violence near the Edgewood Bar District is under arrest. Atlanta police surveilling a suspect followed him into Clayton County today, where he was taken into custody. The man accused of shooting at 2 MARTA police officers at the 5 Points station in downtown Atlanta is now in custody. MARTA Police Chief Scott Crayer says 26-year-old Christopher Daniels was captured by U.S. Marshals in Guntersville, Alabama, which is not far from Huntsville.
I think it's not only great news for us, but great news for the public that somebody's willing to shoot a police officer is off the streets and in custody.
Crayer says one of the officers is recovering at home while the other was in surgery today at Grady Hospital after a bullet broke his arm. This all started when the officers confronted Daniels for urinating on the platform. He then escaped on a train to the West End station. Daniels has a home in Metro Atlanta, but police would not answer when asked where. Fire officials in Clayton County defend the decision to relocate a dozen teenagers found to be living in the basement of Now Faith Apostolic Church. Clayton County Fire Marshal Chris Cameron says they believe the conditions created a dangerous situation.
As the Fire Marshal's office, our duty is to act before lives are lost, not after. That's why On July 29th, we made the responsible decision to remove these children from immediate danger.
The church pastor says the kids were there because their state-authorized facility had closed due to flooding. The teens are now in DFAC's custody. Georgia workers with 401k accounts could soon be able to put their money into private equity and cryptocurrency investments.
It comes after an executive order from the White House that begins the process of changing regulations to allow these investments. WSB consumer advisor Clark Howard says it may sound appealing.
The problem is private equity holdings are very risky.
He says this should really only be an option for extremely experienced investors.
If investing's not your thing, just do a target retirement fund. Or do a mix of index funds available to you in your 401k.
Austin Eller, 95.5 WSB.
A Cherokee County man is sentenced to 50 years, with the first 20 to serve in prison for the brutal stabbing of his girlfriend. Juan Alfaro Gonzalez pleaded guilty to several charges, including criminal attempt to commit murder. The victim was stabbed 16 times inside a home in Ball Ground. A toddler was also in the room during the attack. Geologists at UGA in Athens have been analyzing that space rock which crashed into a Henry County home on June 26th. Turns out it is older than the Earth itself at 4.56 billion years. UGA's Scott Harris says the meteorite slammed into a home in McDonough with extreme force.
To this day, the homeowner is still pulling dust out of the fabric of their living room sofa. Right, so this part of this, there was enough energy when it hit the floor that it pulverized part of the material down to literal dust fragments.
He says it was about the size of a cherry tomato, and he says they've named the rock the McDonough meteorite. And speaking of space, the commander of NASA's Apollo 13 mission has passed away. NASA announcing Jim Lovell died Thursday in Lake Forest, Illinois, at the age of 97. Lovell helped the Apollo 13 mission return to Earth after the spacecraft's oxygen tank exploded. You know, that mission was depicted in the Oscar-winning Apollo 13, which starred Tom Hanks as Lovell. Now, acting NASA Administrator Sean Duffy says today Lovell's character and steadfast courage helped our nation reach the moon and turned a potential tragedy into a success from which we learned an enormous amount. Lovell was also the first astronaut to travel to space 4 times, and he was so beloved and always so cheerful, he had the nickname Smilin' Jim. Rest in peace, astronaut Lovell. It's now 4:34, and it's time for live team coverage of traffic and weather. WSB Triple Team Traffic starts off with Alex Williams checking that afternoon commute.
Not a good one downtown if you're making the commute up from the south side or the airport, Veronica. It is all due to a travel advisory here. Units just pulled up on scene of this crash in 3 right lanes. 75-85 northbound up at Peachtree, Pine Street, exit 249B. It is cooked the ride back to Cleveland Avenue. Wide way around it is I-285. You can also use Metropolitan Parkway, Highway 29. Those will both get you up to Northside Drive. And now I-20 westbound, starting to see the effects of that from Moreland Avenue, just trying to get to the downtown connector. We also got trouble in Midtown heading southbound, Kobe Dawkins.
It's 85 southbound right before I-75 exit 85. Stall knocks out your right center lane, causing delays back to Georgia 400. From the Corey Carrier Traffic Center, Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
This is WSB meteorologist Christina Upwards. Partly to mostly cloudy today, high 84. That's trending about 6 degrees below average for this afternoon. Lows tonight in the mid-60s. Tomorrow, mostly cloudy, high 83. Scattered rain showers return Sunday, highs in the upper 70s.
Right now, it's 84 degrees in Midtown Atlanta at 4:36. More news at 5 o'clock. Breaking news when it happens. I'm Veronica Waters, 95.5 WSB.
It's time to take advantage of Zerorez Carpet Cleaning's Back to School BOGO sale. For a limited time, when you get 2 rooms of carpet cleaned, you'll get 2 more rooms cleaned absolutely free. That's right, 4 clean rooms for the price of 2. Just mention WSB Radio when you schedule and be sure to use promo code BOGO at ZerorezAtlanta.com. Hurry, this offer won't last long. That's ZerorezAtlanta.com. Zerorez, spell it backwards or forwards, it's the right way to clean.
Hi, I'm Trisha, your friend and jeweler at Shane Company, where we're all about you, your style, your budget, your dream engagement ring. Are you looking for a style that's classic, modern, vintage, or something in between? Not sure? At Shane Company, we're here to help. We have so much style under one roof because a friend knows you like options. Drop by or visit us at shaneco.com. Shane Company, your friend and jeweler.
Men,
Trouble in the bedroom? Not anymore. Priority Men's Medical Center restores your love life in just one visit. Their painless breakthrough treatments eliminate ED and PE. Here's a specialist in men's health.
I'm Dr. Simovitz. Have Viagra or Cialis let you down? Priority Men's Medical Center offers the most effective treatments that eliminate ED and PE, with men lasting longer than ever. 98% of patients see instant results on their first visit.
Priority Men's Medical Center's breakthrough treatments eliminate ED and PE, regardless of age or medical history. Your consultation and first treatment are free. You'll see instant results in the office. Plus, qualified patients get their testosterone checked free. Call 404-885-8885. 404-885-8885. To restore your love life in just one visit, call now. 404-885-8885.
So how many years ago would it be? 1974. How many years ago is that?
Oh, I'd have to do my math here.
Okay, so would it be
40.
51? Would it be 51 years ago?
I think so. That sounds right.
51. I recognize that I have no math skills, but no one around me, no one can do math.
So the first thing I think is that I'm 43. I was born in 82.
Yeah, I get your process.
All right, and if we go back to 72,
boring process.
That's 40. That's 53.
I got it right,
and
I'm terrible when it comes
51?
to math. 51.
I got it. Nailed it. Did it.
51 years ago today, Richard Nixon resigned. Before we play it, I just want to say that it's one of the times that my father said what the words that he said to me were absolutely true then and now. Now I've looked at it. It was a Friday, and I lived in Memphis at the time, and I don't know what the school situation was, but I think we were still on summer break back then. I think that we went back on right after Labor Day.
That makes sense. That was more common back then.
So it was a day where, so I'm 74, I'm 10 years old. My little brother is 8. So we're just out in the apartment complex on a summer day. We're just going to have fun. And this was not helicopter parent time. It was like, bye-bye at 7:30 in the morning. Make sure you come back for lunch. See you again at 7 tonight kind of thing. Wonderful summer days, just playing with your friends. And I guess early in the afternoon, it was known that the word got out. Nixon was going to resign. And so immediately the programming on TV was all about that until he resigned, whenever it was, 7 o'clock at night, whenever it was. And so about 2 o'clock in the afternoon, my father found, whatever, maybe it was like after lunch or whatever, before I went back out. And he said, you're going to hate me for this today, but you're going to be very happy that I did this in the future. And basically, he made my little brother and I come in and just watch news that was going on all day long up until the point that Nixon came on and he resigned. And I have to say that it's one of the times I can say my father was absolutely correct. I hated him on that day because it was a summer day.
Beautiful outside,
beautiful day.
Right.
All my friends were playing. And I have been thankful ever since, once I became an adult, because it's not just something that I almost remember. It's a day that I clearly remember. So now you can play it.
To fight through the months ahead for my personal vindication would almost totally absorb the time and attention of both the President and the Congress in a period when our entire focus should be on the great issues of peace abroad and prosperity without inflation at home. Therefore, I shall resign the presidency effective at noon tomorrow. Vice President Ford will be sworn in as president at that hour in this office.
Couple of things. Was he on the moon when he resigned? That's the best Wait, was TV that bad back then?
Barely.
It sounds like he resigned from outer space. That's the best we could do to get.
Well, it was on a tape, right? Like he had that tape in his desk.
Right. No, the way that they used. No, I think the video. He was on video. I mean, 1974. We had video cameras at that point. I mean, it wasn't like the old kinescope, where they used, whenever they had live shows. Like whenever you see those old Ed Sullivan things, they would take a film camera and aim it at the monitor during the video live thing. Film the video, and then when it was time for a rerun, they would have to do it the other way around. They would video the film of it and put it back out until we had video cameras.
That is bizarre. It makes sense though.
That's the only reason you see any of these live. You know, in the 50s, like everything was live pretty much. There was no real way to secure things, and so now that's Nixon, and he resigned in disgrace. But doesn't it seem like a much more noble time period?
Yes.
The words
saying that it would take up all of my time, so I can't president very well. Then the Congress, it can't Congress because they're going to be all busy with my nonsense. So I'm going to just step back.
Here we are,
for the good of the country.
51 years later, I have a headline that says Don Jr. post Photoshop of father throwing dildo off White House roof. Boy, things have changed.
Well, you can picture Nixon doing the same thing.
It's not that. I do remember a time, I know you guys are younger, but when Jimmy Carter was president, his brother Billy Carter was seen to be a goofball. Like he was like a hillbilly and a hick, and he would just and he was drinking. And I think one time there was some foreign group that was in America, and he went and took a whiz by the wheel of the plane or something like that. And at that time, it was going, oh, it's such an embarrassment. Billy is such an embarrassment. Even though I think people knew he was a kind-hearted guy and everything, but he's such an embarrassment. And then when Bill Clinton became president, he had this brother Roger, who was a little bit of a goofball himself. He was kind of like a nightclub singer, like a Ramada Inn singer type of thing, and had his own issues with drugs or whatever, but it was a big deal. Like, okay, keep Billy out of the, hey, just keep Roger out of the whatever. Now we've just gotten to the point where, on his own, Don Jr. posts Photoshop of father throwing dildo off White House roof. I can tell you that things have changed, and that's an act that will be applauded by those that love the family the most.
I mean, Hunter Biden, all of that nonsense.
Yeah, exactly.
Also disgraceful and.
Although we have to admit, a great painter, a great artist.
Oh, for sure.
In his own right.
And creative.
Absolutely.
Use of Skittles.
Creative use of Skittles.
Yeah.
A man who has, we could say, I think you could consider a person creative if their fantasy life gets kind of wild.
Sure. Dedicated.
He wasn't. I don't know what you thought when you were looking at that picture, but he wasn't really pulling her hair.
That's a lot.
No. It's a fantasy.
Yeah. He's dedicated, to like his drugs.
Yeah.
But who knows? He could turn that dedication towards something else and be really good.
I saw an interview with him while I was away where he just went off. Did you guys go over that?
Yeah, that was Channel 5 was the podcast he was on, and man, he was F-bomb this, F-bomb that.
Yeah. You think he was? That's what I thought when I was like that. I was like, whoa, this guy's. He's not completely reformed.
No, he's not sober.
The best piece of audio that we played from that interview was him justifying why crack is good for you.
Oh, no. It's actually better than alcohol, as he said.
Yeah, and I'm like, that is somebody that is not...
I think I understood what he was... I think what... I'm going to try...
I'll dig it up.
Insane logic.
I think that there actually was some truth to what he was saying. What he was saying, and kids, I'm not saying that you should do any drugs whatsoever. I think what he was saying was... If you snort cocaine, all the impurities, you don't know who you bought it from. They're mixing it with all kinds of stuff. Now, I don't know if he's right in this or not, but he's saying when you smoke it and when you burn it, you burn off the impurities. Why are you looking at me? I'm not advocating doing this.
Oh, no, of course not.
I'm saying...
he's just saying it's a dumb idea.
I think there might be some logic.
It's called coked up crack logic.
But do you think it's not true? When you burn things, I
don't think it's true.
You want to go through it? I've got it right here.
Like with the talcum powder, the baby. What do they put? Like the fentanyl. Can you get rid of that with this? No, you can't.
I don't think so. I don't think fent just disappears because you cook it.
Okay, I'm just saying I understood the logic.
Yeah. Coked up
logic. Why say it? I don't know.
I've got him right here if you want to hear him.
Well, let's do traffic first. Okay. Alex Williams has better news about the traffic downtown.
Yeah, much better news, Eric. We had that travel advisory 7585 northbound up at Peachtree Pine Street, exit 249B. They were able to get that crash from the 3 right lanes to the right shoulder. It is all open back up, but the bad news it has done a number on the ride, and it's going to take a while to recover from all the way back from Highway 166, Langford Parkway. Continue to use Highway 29, Metropolitan Parkway, Moreland Avenue, some alternates there. And southbound, the stall 85 south in Midtown at the ramp to 75 north. It was in the center lane. That is cleared, but you're still going to stay on the brake lights. Budget close to 25 minutes to get from the 85-400 merge to I-20. Checking the ride to the southern suburbs, it's Kobe Dawkins.
75 northbound, the brake lights find you leaving Locust Grove, beginning at Bill Gardner Parkway, stretching to Hudson Bridge Road. Southbound, slight tap of the brakes as you leave Stockbridge, getting into McDonough. From the Corey Carrier Traffic Center, Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
Buying a new car? Need help fixing your current car? What's the safest car for a first-time buyer? The Car Guys have the answer. Join Shelley Winter and automotive expert Kevin Deutsch this and every Saturday at 12 for all your car needs. The Car Guys, presented by Butler Lexus of South Atlanta, Saturdays at noon on 95.5 WSB, Atlanta's News and Talk.
2 houses, same neighborhood, nearly identical. But one had an orchard sign, and it sold for way more. So what happened? Well, the first homeowner used a traditional agent, and after weeks of sitting on the market, price drops, and mounting frustration, they settled for less than they'd hoped for. The second homeowner chose Orchard. Their local orchard agent didn't just list the home, they knew how to market it properly. They knew which upgrades would attract serious buyers, brought in pros to handle the prep, and position the home to sell for top dollar. And thanks to Orchard's Move First, Sell Later program, that homeowner moved into their new place before the old one even hit the market. No showings, no disruptions, no living in limbo. That's the difference. Never settle for less. Get more with Orchard. Start with a free home valuation at orchard.com. That's orchard.com.
Jaron Solomon here, and this month we're spotlighting Noam Carver and Crown Ring. We've got the largest selection of engagement rings and wedding bands, and every ring comes with our low price guarantee, including on Noam Carver's latest patented Luna collection. And don't miss Wedding Band Weekend, August 15th through the 17th, where every wedding band in store is buy one, get one half off. Head to SolomonBrothers.com and click book an appointment for your private shopping experience.
This is Scott Slade. And nothing takes the place of time when it comes to spotting problems with your health, especially cancer. The earlier, the better. That's where virtual imaging comes in. Virtual imaging's LDCT body scan can be invaluable, giving you more time for you and your loved ones to take charge of your health. They can detect tumors as early as precancerous virtually anywhere in your body, and aneurysms you may not even know are there. Due to overwhelming demand for a limited time, their $995 core body scan offer has been extended. It's a $2,495 value. Early detection saves lives, and now it's more affordable than ever. Virtual imaging has gotten such great response to this offer that they've opened up more times in both offices, but appointments will fill up fast, so don't wait. Some minimum requirements may apply. Early detection is your best protection. To schedule your virtual imaging $995 core body scan, call 770-678-SCAN. That's 770-678-SCAN. Or make an appointment by visiting their website at virtualimagingatl.com.
Summer is peak hosting season, right? Don't let a grimy house keep you from having company over. It's Chris Chandler, and Wise Guys Pro Wash got my place clean and bright and guest ready in just one day. They handle everything, house and deck, driveway, even my dirty roof, and their soft wash kept everything safe. No paint peel, no damage, just clean. If you got people coming over this summer, be sure Wise Guys Pro Wash comes by first. Mention me, Chris Chandler, for $70 off at wiseguysprowash.com. Book now before they fill up.
Greg is a real Prevagen user, and this is his story.
Hi, I'm Greg. I'm not an actor. I'm just a regular person. 8 years ago, I just didn't feel like I was on my game. I started taking Prevagen, and I want people to know that Prevagen has worked for me. Give it a try. I want it to help you just like it has helped me.
Prevagen, at stores everywhere without a prescription. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease. Testimonialist was compensated for their time.
If you are 50 or older, it is recommended that you get vaccinated against pneumococcal pneumonia, a potentially serious bacterial lung disease that can disrupt your life for weeks. If you're an adult 19 to 49 with certain underlying medical conditions like asthma, diabetes, chronic heart disease, or COPD, vaccination is also recommended. Talk to your doctor about vaccination today and learn more at lung.org/protectyourself. Furnished by the American Lung Association in collaboration with Pfizer.
But that's okay. We move on.
All right, you want to hear this Hunter Biden cut? Since you were gone on vacation.
I know it was then. I did hear it. I don't want people to think that they're tuning into a rerun. But is this the one about the cocaine?
Yes.
Okay. All I'm saying, I'm not endorsing what he said. I'm saying I think I can understand his logic, which Autumn calls cocaine logic. But I think that there is some truth that if you just snort it, you're going to have all the impurities of everything that was mixed in it, and that what he's saying is, when you take fire to it,
when you clean it,
you burn off all those impurities, and then you're
so
just
is
getting.
So is saying freebasing is better?
Well,
or
crack is an easy way to kind of freebase. Back in the freebasing days,
yeah,
they used to have what do you call those kind of torches?
Settling
torch, and all that. Whereas once they got it to crack, then you could just put it in a pipe and whatever.
So I have some information. So, crack cocaine is less pure than using ether to make freebase cocaine. There's a lot of baking soda left, but the procedure is safer. Freebase is made by adding ammonia to a cocaine water solution, forming a white milky.
All right, I don't need a how-to.
I'm just saying, so we have to know that there's a difference between freebase and crack.
Yes, crack was the easier form. Once that came,
with
freebasing, you had to have you had to have the equipment and the whatever. So the point being, I'm not saying he's correct. I'm just saying I think I understand the logic.
I feel really reluctant to kind of have some euphoric discussion. I know you're not asking me to do that, but have some euphoric discussion about crack cocaine.
I think this might be kind of the opposite here.
Okay, no, it's the exact opposite. I'm saying I don't want to have the experience of some euphoric recall. That's how powerful crack cocaine is. Does crack cocaine make you act any differently? No. Is it safer than alcohol? Probably. People think of crack as being dirty. It's the exact opposite. When you make crack, what you're doing is you're burning off all the impurities so that it could bind with the sodium bicarbonate, which makes it smokable.
But it's not true.
That's all.
Are you saying
all
Hunter
of these
Biden is not telling the truth?
And, people in the past that talked about they had a problem with cocaine and freebasing. They were smoking crack.
Can we admit though that we downplay all of the trouble that alcohol
that's fair.
Gives to society?
Absolutely. Sure.
So I mean, and I know more. I've personally known many more alcoholics than crack addicts. So what is hurting? Who's being? How many more people are being harmed from alcohol overall, or from crack?
Well, one is legal and one is not. So that's why you may know more people with alcohol problems.
That's the point. That is the point. Because something's legal, then people say, "Oh, well, it's certified. It's government sanctioned. I can do as much of it as I want to."
When you watch him in that Channel 5 interview,
no, he does look.
You kind of see his hands kind of moving back and forth a little bit.
And he sounds like his dad.
He sounds exactly like Joe.
It's like I want to hear. To me, I listen to it. I say, "Oh, I'm listening to Joe Biden talk about crack." There you go. There he is. He's enjoying some right there. Alex Williams says there's trouble on 285 in Doraville.
That is correct, Eric. Looks like a stalled box truck in the second right lane, 285 eastbound, the inner loop approaching Peachtree Boulevard, exit 31. That's just adding to the brake lights from Georgia 400. We had earlier trouble, 285 westbound, the outer loop in Sandy Springs. It has since cleared. If you stay on 285 east, the inner loop over to I-85, that's where the brake lights will find you once again for the ride down into Tucker and Clarkston. Braking free right around Memorial Drive. How's I-20 over there on the east side, Kobe Dawkins?
Well, it's slow, 20 eastbound as you leave I-285, getting past Panola Road. Westbound ride slow as well as you leave Lithonia, getting to the perimeter I-285. Traffic brought to you by Reliable Heating and Air. Stop paying for expensive heating and air repairs or home warranties. Get a reliable protection plan for just $14.99 a month and enjoy 100% parts and labor coverage for any H system maker or model. Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
You can't avoid roaches. I step on them. They crunch and squish, and they're everywhere, and they're a part of life here in Georgia. However, you can protect your home and family from roaches with Breda Pest Management. Dave Baker here for the experts I trust to protect my home and family from bugs and critters, including those relentless roaches. You really don't want to see roaches anywhere, but it's the roaches inside your home that you want gone. A lot of pest companies have stopped treating the inside of your homes to save money, but Breda's got your back. They do it right, protecting the outside and inside of your home. Only Breda offers the Triple P process, precision placement of product. Breda will never spray your baseboards. They precisely treat the cracks and crevices where the roaches get in. Got roaches? Better call Breda. Make your home a crunch and squish-free zone. Breda Pest Management. They handle bugs and critters like roaches.
Breda, Breda, no need to be afraid of bugs.
We all hear the radio ads about the IRS. They tell you to be afraid, to be scared, and they try to frighten you into calling. I'm not here to do that. Tax Relief Advocates is different. TRA is here to tell you that if you owe money to the IRS, whether it's $5,000, $50,000, or $500,000, we have a solution. It doesn't matter if you're sitting in your car, at work, or with your kids. No matter where you are, call now.
800-575-2798.
Don't lose hope. TRA can eliminate or reduce what you owe to the IRS.
Generous programs are now available that can give you a fresh start.
Our passion is taxes and helping individuals fix their IRS problems.
We have over 1,000 5-star reviews on Google and an A+ with the Better Business Bureau.
You don't need to be afraid of the IRS any longer. End your tax nightmare today by visiting us online at TRA.com or call
800-575-2798. That's 800-575-2798.
Tax Relief Advocates. Real solutions for real people.
Everyone needs to have at least one person in their corner in life. When you don't, it's an extremely lonely and frightening place to be. But knowing you have that one person gives you peace and hope. I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. Since 1988, myself and my firm have been in so many corners for so many clients for so many years. We became the largest injury firm in the world for a reason, and it's not even close. We fought like hell for you. We fight the bullies, automobile insurance companies, the makers of unsafe products, medical providers who injured or killed their own patients. It has been such an honor and made my life complete. If you ever need us, it's easy. On your mobile device or computer, visit forthepeople.com, and then we get to work 24/7. Whether you're hurt in a car crash, injured on the job, or have questions about your Social Security, we're here for you. Morgan & Morgan, for the people.
Morgan & Morgan Atlanta, 191 Peachtree Street, Atlanta, Georgia. Dial # law. Prior results do not guarantee a similar outcome.
Hey, I'm Chris Chandler. Join us for Atlanta's Morning News starting at 5 a.m. on Monday. You'll hear our exclusive 5-day forecast for the work week ahead and Clark Howard on how scammers are getting more and more effective these days on WSB.
WSB Atlanta, WSB BFM, and HD1 Doraville. 95.5 WSB, Atlanta's news and talk.
News,
weather,
traffic. 95.5 WSB, Atlanta's news and talk.
It's 5 o'clock. I'm Veronica Waters. WSB's top story. Clayton County fire officials today defend the decision to relocate a dozen teenagers who were living in what they say was an unauthorized and dangerous facility riddled with safety issues.
Boarded up windows, no fire extinguishers, and improper storage. Those are just some of the violations that Clayton County Fire Marshal Chris Cameron says he noticed when he arrived at the Now Faith Apostolic Church on July 29th.
Faced with the facility housing minors under these conditions, survival in a fire would have been unlikely.
Church officials say the kids were staying there because their authorized facility was having flooding issues. All 12 of the minors living in the church were placed in DFACS custody. In Clayton County, Jonathan O'Brien, 95.5 WSB.
It is now 83 degrees in Midtown Atlanta, and WSB meteorologist Christina Edwards says we're approaching what she expected to be the high in the mid-80s today under partly to mostly cloudy skies. It's about 6 degrees cooler than typical for this time of year on average. And Atlanta Radio's only 5-day forecast is straight ahead, so you can say and find out what's happening for your weekend plans. Atlanta police arrest a suspect in last month's mass shooting on Edgewood Avenue. Rigo Arnold was taken into custody during a traffic stop in Clayton County after being put under surveillance by Atlanta police. There were several shootings along the Edgewood corridor and some late-night after-hours plans, including an unauthorized gathering in a nearby vacant lot. Arnold is charged with murder and 10 counts of aggravated assault. Atlanta police continue looking for other suspects. The man accused of shooting at 2 MARTA officers at the Five Point Station Thursday night is captured today in Alabama.
The suspect, now identified as 26-year-old Christopher Daniels, allegedly shot at the officers when they confronted him for urinating on the platform. He then fled on a train to the West End station.
He was arrested a little while ago in Gunnersville, Alabama, by the U.S. Marshal Fugitive Task Force.
MARTA Police Chief Scott Crayer says Daniels has no serious criminal background.
They'll do the proper paperwork and transport him back to Fulton County.
Both officers are expected to make full recoveries. Austin Eller, 95.5 WSB.
A new executive order from the White House paves the way for Americans with 401ks to invest in private equity and cryptocurrency. WSB consumer advisor Clark Howard says it may look like a good move, but it's actually extremely risky for Georgia workers.
You get no help when the private equity thing doesn't work well. So this is only for extremely knowledgeable, sophisticated investors.
And Clark says while it may look enticing, it is best to focus on the fundamentals, like a target retirement fund or a mix of index funds. Another lawsuit is being finalized on behalf of another Metro Atlanta family who contends their son was targeted by pedophiles on Roblox. Attorney Matt Dolman tells me this case is eerily similar to others, a child groomed into sharing explicit images from adult males who are pretending to be children on these anonymous avatars and then bullied for much more.
The Roblox complaint and lawsuit, there's 7 of them now pending in different federal courts and state courts throughout the country. 2 more are being filed tomorrow, so it'll be up to 9, and I think about a handful by early next week that'll also be filed. So we should be approaching 20 within the next 2 weeks.
Dolman says a criminal investigation is also underway in DeKalb County. The suits contend Roblox put kids in danger by failing to verify users' ages. Roblox put that verification in place just a couple of weeks ago and says they are committed to the safety of its tens of millions of users. New information today on a meteorite which tore through the roof of a Henry County home in June.
The University of Georgia says it turns out it's older than Earth itself, 4.56 billion years. University of Georgia's Scott Harris says it may have been small by the time it slammed into that Henry County home, but it was still very dangerous.
We estimate the object as it was coming through the house was sort of the about the size of a large cherry tomato. That's about twice the size of a .50 caliber shell.
He says they've also decided to name it the McDonough meteorite after it slammed into a home there. Sabrina Cupid, 95.5 WSB.
The commander of NASA's Apollo 13 mission has passed away. NASA announcing astronaut Jim Lovell died Thursday in Illinois at the age of 97. Lovell helped the Apollo 13 mission return to Earth after the craft's oxygen tank exploded. The mission was depicted in the Oscar-winning film Apollo 13, which starred Tom Hanks as Lovell. It is now 5:04. The Von Hessler Doctrine continues in less than 2 minutes. But first, WSB Triple Team Traffic with Alex Williams is starting right now.
Hero just pulling up to this trouble in Doraville, 285 eastbound, the inner loop right before Peachtree Boulevard, exit 31. It's in the second right lane, adding to the brake lights back to Georgia 400. Speaking of Georgia 400, it was pretty slow leaving 285 up to the North Springs MARTA station, but that's gotten a little bit better. You will encounter some brake lights out of Alpharetta into Forsyth County through the work zone, just on and off that brake pedal from Windward Parkway up to Highway 20 Buford Drive. Checking the ride on I-85 and I-985, it's Kobe Dawkins.
85 northbound is slow as you leave I-285, getting past Jimmy Carter Boulevard, and the volume picks up again as you pass Highway 316, getting to I-985. And speaking of 985 northbound, you're dealing with the stall at Buford Drive, exit 4. From the Corey Carrier Traffic Center, Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
And now Atlanta Radio's only 5-day forecast. It's sponsored by Shoemate, the official air conditioning of summer. Here is WSB meteorologist Christina Edwards.
Partly cloudy skies for this evening. Sunset around 8:30. Temperatures still in the upper 70s at that time. An isolated rain shower can't be ruled out, but mainly dry. Lows tonight in the mid-60s. Tomorrow, mostly cloudy, isolated rain showers, but the majority of the area will enjoy a dry Saturday, high 83. Scattered rain showers return on Sunday, high 79. Mostly cloudy for Monday and Tuesday with scattered rain showers. Morning lows in the upper 60s, daytime highs in the upper 70s.
News this hour brought to you by D. Geller and Son Jewelers. It's 83 degrees in Midtown Atlanta. More news coming up at 5:30. Breaking news when it happens. I'm Veronica Waters, 95.5 WSB.
Hour 3 of the Von Hessler Doctrine begins right now. Hello, George Stein.
Hello.
Here for Down by Law. But before we get to that, I'm just hearing about this. Is this something that's been talked about while I'm away? Jared Yamamoto.
No. This happened before.
Is this new to our audience or no?
It's new to our audience. Yes.
Not to the what's the name of your show?
The Nightcap.
The Nightcap. Yeah, I knew it. I was just kidding.
Tomorrow night, 11 o'clock.
So the Nightcap audience, by the way, much larger than our audience.
And I brought this
Nightcap audience.
What you're about to hear, what you're about to bring up here, I brought up while filling in for Shelley Winter. So
here.
Yes, so here. So
Jared Yamamoto apparently is thinking about running for office.
There is context to this. There is context.
This is a virus that seems to infect almost every radio personality at one point or another, except for Autumn Fisher. Although she might get on the Crofton City Council.
I can see her there.
I would love to be on the and just let anything happen.
There you go. Yeah, a little chaos.
Yeah.
The chaos party. Jared Yamamoto, you opined on the Shelley Winter show that you're tired of politicians overpromising and underdelivering,
especially here in Atlanta.
And what was your other complaint?
My other complaint was, how the South Fulton mayor has just gone through so much madness down in that city. Just became a city and then 6 years ago or something like that, and they've had.
Well, they got their worst mayor out of the way.
I guess so. That's an optimistic way of looking at it. But there was this was like 4 or 5 weeks ago. There was a collection of local stories that were just frustrating me. That said, you know what? If I ran for public office, I feel like I would not only have the nads to be able to do the job, but not be afraid to actually make legit change when people are afraid and they're being all careful. Mayor Dickens said something that was very careful with how.
So you're saying you wouldn't be careful? You'd be out there. This is we're going to do this.
I'm sure that there would be moments where I would have to.
Hey, bitches, you may not like this, but this is what I'm going to do. Is that going to be your bedside manner?
That would not be how I would approach everything. But I just feel like,
can you believe this? There are people that are gathering now, and they're like, run, Jared, run, run, Jared, run.
Hey, my slogan that's worked for every election that I've ever run for.
I know this. I know this. Something about it uses your last name somehow.
It's don't be a dodo, vote Yamamoto. I've used that in every election that I've ever won. So
if it worked in high school,
worked in high school, worked in college,
and
hopefully it works in whatever I run for next.
What are you going to run for? What do you think?
That's a good question.
Where do you start?
Just wherever
a city council somewhere.
Maybe Atlanta City Council.
Needed, Eric.
Wherever he's needed. You recognize that when you are a public servant, you're probably not going to get away with drinking from 10 a.m. till 2 a.m. on the weekends.
Why do you think I'm getting it out now?
Oh, you're getting it out of your system.
Yeah, exactly.
That's usually how it works with alcohol. You just get it out of your system, and if you do enough of it, then you're done, and then you move on.
That's what I think is going to happen, and that would be, and I made sure I said this on Shelley Show and filling in, is I said that would be way after my radio career is done. So once my radio career is done, I would consider.
You're 36 now. What are you talking about? What are you teasing a run when you're 63?
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm doing.
Don't be these old people being in office.
Yeah.
You're gonna be out of touch.
Yeah, well,
just like everybody is now.
They want a young hip guy. Go, hey, I'm on the belt line.
I think what's important is if I stay in radio, I will still stay connected to what everybody's doing. And then after I get out of radio, then
that's not my experience.
You can't help it. As you get older, you get more and more disconnected. There's nothing you can do about
it. And I've never been more disconnected from other people in the world since getting into radio. I think radio itself pushes you away from the average person. All right, George Stein is here. We're going to get to the legal underpinnings of current events. So what do you got there,
The
Jerry?
first story.
Don't be a dodo.
Vote Yamamoto. Telling
You really
you.
think that'll work? At the
Colby
sta-
believes in it. I see Colby believes in
oh,
it.
yeah, she's out. She's ready to vote, right? I can see it.
Putting words in her mouth.
She is marching. She's marching to the voting booth.
I just see her laughing. I don't know what you see. I don't know what you see. All I see is laughing.
Now, this first legal story is a follow-up to what we opened the show talking about. There is a cryptocurrency group, DILDO.
And you know what that spells.
And
Huh?
they're
Huh?
the one taking responsibility for all of the green adult toys that have been thrown on courts at WNBA games. And you wanted to ask
And
the
so,
legal
so
perspective.
they did this as a way to get the word out for marketing. But it's against the law. You're not allowed to throw things on the court. You're not allowed to bring things in. It's not a felony, I guess. But I mean, it is against the law, right? So can they be sued? And who would sue?
Well, I mean, there's been some arrests, but
Yeah.
the people that arrested, they're claiming weren't part of that group. But the main.
Oh, really? So they started it, and then the people arrested are copycats.
A couple 18-year-olds got
Yeah.
arrested that were copying.
That's America these days.
But
How come you did it?
I saw it on the line thing. I think originally it was a prank to show the toxic environment in the crypto world.
Yes.
They want to expose that. It's apparently
That's BS. They have a meme coin that's called Green Dildo. Or
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Jared. DILDO.
It seems like most of the problems are criminal ones, and there's been some arrests. But as far as your question was, could you sue somebody?
I mean, if this was their marketing, they had a meeting that said we're going to do something illegal, so that because it is illegal to throw things on a court, right?
Yeah, I mean, I would wonder what theory it would be under, some sort of malicious mischief or something.
I guess,
or
yeah.
trespass, or if a kid got hit with it and was
Right.
traumatized, and there could be some sort of emotional distress claim.
So it would be up to one of the players to say, "Hey, that traumatized me in some way," right?
Well, it could, or somebody in the audience.
Right. They're called crowds. Don't call sports.
Okay.
If you're watching a NBA or WNBA game, you're in the crowd.
Okay.
If you're watching, Steve Hackett do old Genesis songs, you're in the audience. That's the delineation.
I did not know what you meant, and then I was like, "Oh, I forgot. I don't know anything about this."
Yeah, you're a crowd. You're an audience.
I'm with
at a
you,
theater.
George. It's an audience.
I got it. I
Taylor Swift has an audience.
What about a
NBA teams
What about a
have?
spectator?
In both, you're
Okay.
you're always a spectator, but you may or may not be in a crowd or an audience. All right. Well, we did a little teaching there, but so it would have to come from an individual, though, right? Like the WNBA can't. I don't know who sues who.
I don't think so. I mean, those people that throw things are usually banned for life from ever coming back.
And they're not billionaires. It's not like you're gonna get a bunch of money out of some 18-year-old who threw a dildo on the court.
That's right.
Yeah,
So
probably.
that's why they arrested
The
them.
chances you're gonna. I'll tell you what. I'll take every penny. Well, I have 3.
It's one of those judgments you can get and then frame it and put it on your bathroom wall.
Yeah. So that's when you win a bunch of money and the person that you win it from doesn't have it, you just get nothing, right? There's no.
Yeah, it's just
just
an ego thing. You can frame
Yeah.
it and put it on the wall, and if they hit the lottery in 10 years, then you can garnish.
You can get it. You can garnish them. I would be buying them lottery tickets. It would be worth my investment. Like if
Can't
I
you garnish their wages anyway if they do owe you in a judgment?
But if they owe you something like $5 million,
no, not even $5 million. Let's say they owe you like $10,000.
I mean,
You
if
won
they're
it in the
working at
judgment.
some fast food joint at minimum wage, then you might collect that in 20 years.
Yeah, because you can't
Hey,
take.
little trickle.
Hey,
whatever you got.
You know what Autumn says? Mailbox money. Hey,
Yeah.
There
just
you
get
go.
it coming in. That's all.
$5 a month. That's mine.
Money in your sleep.
All right,
That
so
goes to a subscription.
we'll see how many dumb people are left in America. They're going to do it the next time. They started searching people, which makes me wonder.
How are they doing that?
Yeah, but
How are they getting these inside?
They're
Those
not metal objects.
Those machines claim to be non-invasive too.
Well, I mean, also there's no metal involved here, so you could, what I'm saying
Yeah,
is,
you're free and clear. You go through that metal detector.
Yeah,
La,
you-
la, la,
well, you tuck it.
What about the
You move
one?
through.
What about the one at the airport? Where you put your little hands up?
That they
don't
would
have
see.
that.
They don't have that in most stadiums, but that
Most stadiums, any, right?
I don't know. If like at the Olympics, maybe they'll have them, but in a normal place they won't have them. But that's the beauty of an inert object. All you got to do is pocket that baby, get it in there, and let it fly.
There's always a way.
As long as there are body cavities, there will always be a way. Alex Williams says there's trouble on 285 in Doraville.
And we got some better news, Eric. You bring the good luck, my friend. They got that trouble out of the right center lane, 285 eastbound, the inner loop, right before Peachtree Boulevard, exit number 31. So the delays are improving out of Sandy Springs, but you slow again through Tucker down into Clarkson. Heads up in the Decatur area, right in front of the CDC. Heavy police activity shutting down Clifton Road between Houston Mill and Briarcliff. Think about using La Vista Road as an alternate. How are things looking through downtown and Kobe Dawkins?
It's very slow. 7585 northbound. Seeing the heavy volume starting at Langford Parkway, making your way around the Grady Curve. Southbound rides are slow, starting well before the downtown merge, getting to I-20. And this report is sponsored by Whole Foods Market. Save up to 40% on back to school with lunchbox favorites made without 300 plus banned ingredients now through September 2nd at Whole Foods Market. From the Corey Carrier Traffic Center, Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
Tomorrow on the Nightcap with Jared Yamamoto. We live in a very stressful world, and grown adults are turning to this controversial soothing device for young children to calm them down. I'll tell you what that device is, and needless to say, I'll have my thoughts and cover the latest news of the night tomorrow night from 11 to midnight on my Nightcap. Brought to you by Guardian Home Experts, Heating, Air, and Plumbing.
Heavy rain, high winds, huge hail. Yes, Atlanta, we're in storm season. It's Mark Aram here. You might be faced with a roof repair or a replacement. Do not gamble with any contractor, and there are hundreds of roofers with little to no experience. I want you to trust the experts at Dr. Roof. Trusted name in roofing for over 35 years and backed by their industry-leading warranties. Dr. Roof doesn't cut corners. They're the best at protecting your biggest investment. Dr. Roof, done right, guaranteed.
When you own a business, it feels like everything's on you. Orders, deliveries, employees, on you. That's why Comcast Business is giving you a year of mobile on us with your internet service.
Really?
Yep. We'll cover your first line of mobile for 1 year. So calling customers, getting directions, texting Janine and shipping, on us. The broken coffee maker? That one's still on you, which means you'll save hundreds for your business and get the fastest mobile service with 5G cellular and Wi-Fi hotspots on us. But hurry, this deal won't last long. Get a mobile plan and free up the budget to maybe, I don't know, fix that coffee maker? Get mobile on us for 1 year, you guessed it, on us. Comcast Business, powering possibilities.
Ends 9/22/25. Restrictions apply. New mobile customers only with internet standard service or above. Limited to value of 1 unlimited intro line apply via 12 monthly internet bill credits. 1 discount per account. Fastest mobile based on mobile, Wi-Fi, and cellular data in service areas. Ookla Speed Test Intelligence 2H24.
The following is a paid commercial announcement.
DC politicians want to enact harmful credit card mandates that could take away your cash back and rewards points. Perks that stretch your budget and make life a little easier. Losing these benefits means less money for your family's everyday essentials like gas and groceries. The perks you rely on could disappear, leaving you with higher costs and fewer options. Tell Congress to guard your card and oppose the Durbin-Marshall credit card mandates.
Paid for by Electronic Payments Coalition.
It's time to take advantage of Zerorez Carpet Cleaning's Back to School BOGO sale. For a limited time, when you get 2 rooms of carpet cleaned, you'll get 2 more rooms cleaned absolutely free. That's right, 4 clean rooms for the price of 2. Just mention WSB Radio when you schedule and be sure to use promo code BOGO at ZeroResAtlanta.com. Hurry, this offer won't last long. That's ZeroResAtlanta.com. Zerorez, spell it backwards or forwards, it's the right way to clean.
When it comes to your home, quality is crucial. Trust the Plus. Painting Plus. The Plus means siding, gutters, windows, decks, porches, roofing, and of course, painting.
Hi, I'm Charlie, owner of Painting Plus and the Plus family of businesses. Quality comes first. We have the most experienced exterior craftsmen in the industry.
If your home's exterior has it, the Plus can improve it. Painting Plus. Siding, gutters, windows, decks, porches, roofing, and more. Trust the Plus. PaintingPlus.com.
At Ameris Bank, we know that it's never just business when it's your business. I'm Brian Parks, head of commercial banking in Atlanta for Ameris Bank. Whether your business is looking to optimize cash flow, improve your payment technology, or grow more quickly, my team and I are here and ready to help with a superior level of service, smart banking technology, and local market expertise. I invite you to reach out to my team by visiting amerisbank.com/yourbusiness or a local branch near you. Ameris Bank, Fiercely yours, member FDIC.
The following is a paid commercial announcement.
John Ossoff's never been worried in a grocery store checkout line. Not once. But single moms like Sarah have been. 2 kids, $52,000 a year, tight budget. Just now in Washington, John Ossoff voted to raise Sarah's taxes. If Ossoff got his way, Sarah would be paying $1,470 more. Call Senator Ossoff and ask him, why did you vote to raise our taxes? Paid for by Senate Opportunity Fund.
Yeah, it's the end of days, but not biblical. Just in terms of intelligence. Every new product will guarantee you will need to use your brain even less. Isn't that the sell on every AI thing?
As long as we have the devices with us, I think we'll be okay.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Well, no, they're building some new thing where you wouldn't need your phone. The most important thing is whatever you do, people, don't educate yourself as a means to its own end. Hey, just let AI step in. You'll still get that job, and you'll look like you know. Isn't that all that matters? You'll look like you'll know. There's no reason for you to just go out and actually educate yourself just to be an educated person. That's silly. All right, what else do you have for George Stein?
From the Associated Press, a judge has ordered a temporary halt to construction at Florida's Alligator Alcatraz Detention Center.
Is this because of are they going the environmental route now?
Yeah, they are. It's a different strategy from before because usually it's the due process thing, you know. And but this is totally different. Apparently,
hey, by the way, nobody wants to hear a lawyer go the due process thing. It's rather foundational to your job. You know, all that hooey. The due process hooey.
I got that from AI.
Okay. So now, because this is the way that they've stopped, like back before AI, this is how they would keep like nuclear power plants and things that they didn't want being built. They would just say, "Hey, you got to spend 10 years studying the environment."
Yeah, that's exactly what they want. There's some plaintiffs, some Indian tribes,
there's that as well.
Mississauga Indian tribes that don't like it. That, it's wetlands. There's a lot of wildlife out there. And according to the National Environment Act, they're supposed to follow, as you just articulated, certain protocols, study the potential dangers before you build. But now, the government's just building the hell out of it.
That's the new. Didn't you hear the Constitution? All that stuff is gone now. You don't have to. What we were supposed to do? Oh, I'm sorry. Were we supposed to do that before we built? Oh, sorry. So for 2 weeks, what?
So this federal judge, put a halt on any more progress. They said they didn't say nobody could be there or you couldn't keep the prisoners there or you couldn't conduct business.
Are there prisoners already there?
Yeah, there are some. There's over 300.
Are there any actual alligators that are imprisoned? Or
only if they came here illegally.
That's right. Send them back to, where do alligators come from? Which ones are
alligators are native.
That's right, the crocodiles.
Yeah.
The crocodiles came from somewhere else.
That's right.
So there are no alligators. The crocodiles from China, they're the ones we put in there. Okay.
That's right.
It does say here that experts testified that new pavement of up to 11 to 20 acres causes harmful runoff into the Everglades.
Maybe it does.
I mean, that's true.
It's possible that it does.
Well, so does the sugarcane business.
But we need sugar.
That's right. That's okay, though.
We need sugar inside of everything we eat all day long. You know that. Or corn syrup, at least. So this is just it's a strategy.
Yeah, I think it's a temporary halt. They're going to
What was this thing before it was
That's a great
holding
question.
center? Like, obviously, they didn't. I mean, it must have been
Holding
something.
center.
I think it was some unfinished landing strip or something.
Okay.
So
it was for drug running.
Probably so. Yeah, they seized it, and now they're doing something productive with it, allegedly.
I guess. How many people are there? I thought it was because the first time we heard about it, it was already open, and there were people there. I guess.
I'm looking into it.
How many people are at Alligator Alcatraz?
Didn't you say it was like 300?
Yeah, 300, I think, right now, currently. But
I'd hate
but growing. Maybe
I'd hate to be in prison there. It's in Florida. Summer, hot as hell.
Yeah.
The
So-
humidity.
I get the feeling the AC doesn't work too good.
Oh, I'd rather be a Russian criminal. Send me to Siberia.
Oh, no.
Please, I take the cold. I'm better at the cold, yes?
Apparently, it was supposed to be the largest airport in Florida. That's where they were trying to designate that space in the 60s to be the largest airport.
Yeah. Then they found out it was wetlands.
Yeah.
Alex Williams says there are delays downtown.
Yeah, packed house this afternoon through the heart of the city, Eric. The 85 delays start right at 400. Budget almost a half hour to get from there down to University Avenue with northbound packed in, Langford Parkway up into Midtown. Very heavy police activity around Emory University and the CDC. Clifton Road is relatively, we'll call it shut down between Briarcliff and Houston Mill. It's also got Briarcliff Road really jammed up between North Decatur and Clifton Road. This is also going to be impacting La Vista Road and Cheshire Bridge Road. Please try to take a wide way around this. Avoid all of the service streets in the area of Emory University and the city of Decatur. Checking the ride on I-85 through Gwinnett County, it's Kobe Dawkins.
And it's slow 85 northbound as you leave Spaghetti Junction, I-285 getting to Beaver Ruin Road. And some better news on I-985 northbound at Buford Drive, exit 4. Stall has cleared off to the light, so those delays are starting to thin out. From the Corey Carrier Traffic Center, Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
It's time to take advantage of Zerorez Carpet Cleaning's Back to School BOGO sale. For a limited time, when you get 2 rooms of carpet cleaned, you'll get 2 more rooms cleaned absolutely free. That's right, 4 clean rooms for the price of 2. Just mention WSB Radio when you schedule and be sure to use promo code BOGO at ZerorezAtlanta.com. Hurry, this offer won't last long. That's ZerorezAtlanta.com. Zerorez, spell it backwards or forwards, it's the right way to clean.
Men, trouble in the bedroom? Not anymore. Priority Men's Medical Center restores your love life in just one visit. Their painless breakthrough treatments eliminate ED and PE. Here's a specialist in men's health.
I'm Dr. Simovitz. Have Viagra or Cialis let you down? Priority Men's Medical Center offers the most effective treatments that eliminate ED and PE, with men lasting longer than ever. 98% of patients see instant results on their first visit.
Priority Men's Medical Center's breakthrough treatments eliminate ED and PE, regardless of age or medical history. Your consultation and first treatment are free. You'll see instant results in the office. Plus, qualified patients get their testosterone checked free. Call 404-885-8885. 404-885-8885. To restore your love life in just one visit, call now. 404-885-8885.
Summer's a time to feel and look your best, but I'm not talking about your abs or your tan. Hey guys, it's Mark Arum here. I'm talking about your hair. Restore that bald spot, reverse your receding hairline, or add volume to thinning during Advanced Hair's once yearly summer savings event. Advanced Hair's simple one-day treatment begins to regrow your own natural hair the very next day, and they guarantee your new hair will grow. There's absolutely no one in hair restoration I trust more than Advanced Hair. Take advantage of your flexible summer calendar and get the most hair for your dollar. Advanced Hair summer sales event on for a limited time, so get the details and schedule your free consultation today. 470-660-HAIR. One-day treatment, life-changing results. With Advanced Hair, your new hair is guaranteed to grow. Check out the incredible before and afters and take advantage of their best offer ever. That's 470-660-HAIR or advancedhair.com. 470-660-HAIR or advancedhair.com.
Jaron Solomon here, and this month we're spotlighting Noam Carver and Crown Ring. We've got the largest selection of engagement rings and wedding bands, and every ring comes with our low price guarantee, including on Noam Carver's latest patented Luna collection. And don't miss Wedding Band Weekend, August 15th through the 17th, where every wedding band in store is buy one, get one half off. Head to SolomonBrothers.com and click book an appointment for your private shopping experience.
What is dedication?
My biggest fear in the middle of my addiction was that my kids wouldn't have a father. And I started thinking, you know what? This isn't my story. I definitely had to become a better man to be a better father. It's important to me that my kids are empowered and truly believe that if they can think it, they can do it.
That's dedication. Visit fatherhood.gov to hear more. Brought to you by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services and the Ad Council.
Live from the Superior Plumbing Studios.
News,
weather,
traffic.
95.5 WSB.
Atlanta's News and Talk.
.5:30, I'm Veronica Waters, live in the WSB News Center. News this half hour is brought to you by D. Geller & Son. We are joining you with breaking news this half hour. Word of a shooting at or near the CDC campus, at or near Emory University on Clifton Road in DeKalb County. And we are told one police officer has been shot and is on the way to Grady Memorial Hospital for treatment. We saw the safety alert come out a short while ago from Emory's Office of Critical Event Preparedness and Response. They tweeted this afternoon that an active shooter was on the Emory Atlanta campus at Emory Point CVS. They urged everyone reading to run, hide, fight, and avoid the area. Now, WSB's Jonathan O'Brien is on the way to the scene there, but we're going to go live now to the WSB 24-hour traffic center where Alex Williams has been checking out the cameras and seeing a lot of police activity out there this hour. Alex.
Yeah, very heavy police response I'm seeing right now on the DOT cameras, Veronica. This one is on Clifton Road, right at CDC Parkway, which is generally the entrance to the CDC, one of the entrances to the CDC campus. I can tell you, Clifton Road is completely shut down. No traffic is allowed through on Clifton Road, basically between Houston Mill Road and Briarcliff Road. This is also impacting Briarcliff and La Vista. Some very wide ways around it for our commuters to avoid. You can use Claremont Road, North Druid Hill, some ways around that. But again, very heavy police presence here. I see fire, EMS, SWAT vehicles all across Clifton Road around the Emory campus and the CDC. So we're definitely going to want to need everybody to avoid that area until further notice. Veronica.
All right. Thank you, Alex. And we are looking at some feeds from the area and have seen a lot of police activity out there. Ambulances pulling up to the scene with lights flashing and authorities from several different law enforcement agencies converging on that scene. And listening in, it is clear that law enforcement has been dealing with a lot of conflicting information coming in. Panicked reports that there were multiple shooters on scene, that there was just one shooter, and then word that a shooter may have actually shot himself. Of course, all of this still developing this hour, and people are hunkering down in some areas, but some folks are walking on the streets nearby as if there is no panic to be had in their neighborhoods. Grady Hospital, though, confirming they are expected to receive a police officer there for treatment and is on the way. I'm told that the officer's injuries appear to be severe this hour, so of course prayers will go up from many places for this officer's recuperation. Police vehicles we saw flying down I-20 headed toward that direction on Clifton Road. And again, WSB's Jonathan O'Brien is going to be heading to the scene and will give us some information as soon as he gets there. Police officers we can see in this area lining the street along Clifton Road near this Haygood Drive area, and police officers fanning out, making sure that whatever action is maybe happening is not spreading toward that block. Be sure and stay with News Talk WSB for continuing coverage of the story as it continues to develop. Some horrifying incidents last night, too, as two MARTA police officers were shot Thursday night as they approached a man who was urinating on the platform at the 5 Points station. Atlanta police, MARTA police rather, say that the man did not have any warrants, or they didn't know if he had any warrants as they approached him, weren't sure how to actually deal with this in this person in this incident, and had not made up their minds. But the person didn't give them much choice when he turned around and opened fire. This, according to MARTA Police Chief Scott Crayer.
They tried to handcuff him. They got the handcuffs in one arm, and he used the other arm to reach in, pull the weapon out, and fire behind him. He fired a total of 6 shots.
And he injured 2 officers, one in the knee, and another officer's arm was broken. That officer in surgery this afternoon at Grady Memorial Hospital, which is, as you know, where police officers who are shot in this area or around the state are often brought to Grady, as it is Georgia's level 1 trauma center, the only one here in Atlanta. That person who shot the 2 MARTA police officers was captured today in Alabama. I'm just receiving word from a law enforcement source confirming that the suspect in this shooting near this Emory CVS is now down. Again, no word on whether or not the suspect has taken his or her own life, but that was the report that was coming in earlier, and I am told the suspect is down. We, of course, will get more information on this story as it continues to develop. Thank you for trusting WSB to keep you updated on a very serious story. Let's now check live team coverage of traffic and weather. We'll go back now to the WSB 24-hour traffic center. Alex Williams, what can you tell us about that commute?
Yeah, we want to focus in on that area over in DeKalb, the Decatur area, Veronica, around Emory University and the CDC. What is definitely shut down, Clifton Road is completely closed in both directions between Briar Cliff Road and basically the Houston Mill area. So that is really jamming up Briar Cliff Road as people use that as they're forced to stay on it. You can also think about using North Decatur, La Vista, North Druid Hills, Claremont Road, some roads to get you around that. Now, bear in mind, a lot of people are going to be using these alternates, so just pack your patience because everything's going to be packed in today. Looks like we just found new trouble on the 285 eastbound interloop ramp to I-85 northbound, blocking part of that left lane, so that'll keep you slow back through Doraville. If you're traveling 400 northbound, seeing a tap of the brakes in Sandy Springs between 285 and the North Springs MARTA station. How's 75 and 575 looking, Kobe Dawkins?
Well, today it's looking lighter than normal. 75 northbound, seeing you a little sluggish starting at I-575, getting into Aqua 2, Highway 92, and 575 northbound. Just a slight tap of the brakes as you pass New Chastain Road, getting past Highway 92. From the Coolray Carrier Traffic Center, Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
And now Atlanta Radio's only 5-day forecast. Here is WSB meteorologist Christina Edwards.
Partly cloudy skies for this evening. Sunset around 8:30. Temperatures still in the upper 70s at that time. An isolated rain shower can't be ruled out, but mainly dry. Lows tonight in the mid-60s. Tomorrow, mostly cloudy, isolated rain showers, but the majority of the area will enjoy a dry Saturday, high 83. Scattered rain showers return on Sunday, high 79. Mostly cloudy for Monday and Tuesday with scattered rain showers. Morning lows in the upper 60s. Daytime highs in the upper 70s.
All right, thank you, Christina. In case you are just joining us, we have been following breaking news today in DeKalb County where there was a shooter, an active shooter, according to Emory University, on the Emory Atlanta campus at Emory Point this afternoon. I am told by another law enforcement source now that the shooter is down on scene and an officer who was injured is being transported to Grady Memorial Hospital, the level 1 trauma hospital here, which is known for exquisite care for law enforcement officers and beyond. Be sure and stay with WSB for continuing team coverage of this developing story. WSB's Jonathan O'Brien is on the way there and will keep us updated. Right now, it's 83 degrees in Midtown Atlanta at 5:37. Next news coming up at 6 o'clock and breaking when it happens. I'm Veronica Waters, 95.5 WSB.
Some things really love the rain, like flowers, your lawn, frogs. Other things like your roof, not so much. And if your roof is old, it's taken a lot of abuse from the elements over the years. Home Fix It Show host Dave Baker here from my roofing experts at Findlay Roofing, the roof guys. Water is your home's #1 enemy, and your roof is your front line of defense to stop it from getting inside. Heavy rain and severe storms like we've had recently can expose roof leaks and lead to water damage. So, how's your roof holding up? If you're not sure, I recommend you schedule a Findlay Roofing free roof analysis. It's easy. Go to roofroof.com, set up your appointment, and a highly trained professional will thoroughly examine your roof. No obligation, no charge. And if you need a new roof, remember Findlay has seen it all and replaced it all. They have replaced over 65,000 roofs in the metro area. That's why when it comes to your roof, you need to think of Findlay first. Schedule your free roof analysis at FindlayRoofing.com.
Skip the hassle of constantly cleaning and costly repairs and sell your home completely stress-free with a guaranteed offer from Mark Spain Real Estate. Sean Hannity here. Now's a great time to sell your home in Atlanta as home values have continued to rise and your home may be worth more than you even realize. With the guaranteed offer from Mark Spain Real Estate, you can receive the strongest cash offer in the industry and close within days. Find out what the guaranteed offer would be on your home. There's no obligation. Go to markspain.com and you can start packing.
Just like your car, your septic system needs regular maintenance. Hi, I'm Shannon, the owner of Scorpion Septic. If you're seeing bubbles in your toilet, pooling in your yard, slow draining, or your toilet won't flush, you need Scorpion Septic.
Take the sting out of septic service with Scorpion Septic, where there is never a pump out charge with your repair. Call for more information. ScorpionSepticServices.com.
ScorpionSepticServices.com.
All right, George Stein is still here, and he is still a lawyer, so I think it's a good idea to keep throwing stories with a law angle.
You got
at
it.
him.
This is from people.com. Royal
People. Why did you do the .gov?
.com? I don't know why I said it like that. It's kind of like Autumn's Beth Mowens there.
George Stein, what say you on today's Von Hassel Doctrine?
Well, a Royal Caribbean cruise, one of their guests was injured after the glass shattered in a horrifying slide malfunction. So they were going down.
So it's one of those slides that covers you. It's like a tunnel.
Yeah,
you're
it's
going
like a
through
full
water
tube.
slide, and you're going down.
And they're known for having these. They put it on all their advertising. Like,
Yeah.
look at this slide. It goes out
Yeah.
over the ship and stuff. And you're like, I would not want to do that. And I actually have some sound of it, by the way.
Okay, go ahead.
No more slide.
Stop the.
So I appreciate the one guy saying, no
Yeah,
more slide.
He's actually from MAGA. He was saying, stop the steal. Well, hopefully this person is okay. I would not. I don't like going on any of those kind of things. But do you want to know what? Before we get to the legal angle of this, I have this weird fear of cruise ships. And one of the things that because I know Autumn's gonna make fun of me and say, "Oh, that's ridiculous." Well, it doesn't matter if something's ridiculous once it gets in your head. Because
Wow.
I always,
Put a lot on
I'm
me
just
just now.
a little pre.
Well, no, Autumn's going to say something. So
I know what she's gonna say. I know what she's gonna say. And I think what I'm saying is I agree with you, but when it comes to kind of weird fears, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Like, it would never happen. But the fact that they always feature that have these beautiful swimming pools on these cruises, and my fear is I'm in the swimming pool, right? And then somehow the bottom of the pool breaks open, and I'm swimming, but then the next thing I know, I'm underwater. I'm in the ocean, and the cruise just keeps on going.
You get sucked out the drain.
I get sucked down into the ocean and that's
highly unlikely.
Autumn's not going to tell me I'm an idiot just because I pointed it out, but she would have. I will tell you.
Well, the way
she
that you
would
describe
have.
it makes me think that the pool is on like the bottom level.
Of course it's not. I'm just saying.
Right. So it's like if it did break open at the bottom, you'd end up like in the grand staircase or
Yeah,
something.
yes. Going back to the Titanic, because they all have a grand staircase.
They kind of do. They
Yeah.
all have like a staircase.
I've never been on a cruise, so
Me
I don't know.
either.
I slept on a cruise ship once for a Super
The
Bowl
Queen
in
Mary.
New Orleans.
The Queen Elizabeth II.
It was just docked as a hotel room.
They're
but I've
fun.
never-
I mean, it's good if
Are
you're
they?
if you're doing like a
No.
full family. Like for us, we
A
did
full family?
We did.
What about
mixed-
all the other
What if-
families you got to deal with?
It wasn't
What
that.
if I just have half a family?
Do they have a prison? Do they have jails on these ships?
They
I'm sure they do.
Yeah, do you like
So what-
buffets?
What they do,
I
they
better.
lock you in your room and they place a security guard outside your room.
Oh, really? Rather than
Uh-huh.
having, you sound like you have experience at this.
No, I just know things.
Okay, all right. But they probably do have a jail because if you have every once in a while you'll see like a melee between people.
Yeah,
'Cause
you
these-
get arrested
Yeah.
and you're forced to stay in your cabin until the next port of call.
Really?
And then you get like sent off the ship or put to the authorities or whatever.
Does the ship captain? Is he like the sheriff of that
Or
world?
she.
He has to.
Or she.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
Or they. Hey, let's include everybody now.
Whatever.
They actually, Autumn. It says that most cruise ships have brigs or jails on board.
So she was wrong. Autumn was wrong.
It says most.
She
It says
didn't. Call,
most.
okay, but I mean
Yeah.
most.
Well,
she was
if
wrong
Mostly
about
what
most.
they do is they keep you in your room.
No. Mostly what they do is they have.
I think if it's a minor infraction, she's right.
Yeah,
but
in
if
the
it's
room?
if you cut somebody with a knife, they're going to put you in the brig.
Yeah, if you're danger.
Right.
Like,
you
You ever see those because I've not been on these cruises, but they look like huge floating malls, with multiplexes and like in the middle of like some area,
weird.
people will just get like a melee going. Like there's like you see like
those
30
carnival
How do-
cruises.
how do
Oh
you-
man.
how do 30 people fight? Like what is even the point?
Well, you got to
Like,
you got to
it's
stand
like,
up for your
"Well,
family.
I'll punch you. I don't know.
I'm a Smith, and I stand up for the other Smiths.
I guess. I don't know. So obviously they have insurance for this.
They
and
do.
It's
I mean,
going
this
to be maxed out.
This would be the classical negligence case. You know,
Mhm.
the shipping line, the Carnival, whatever it is. They're supposed
Royal
to,
Caribbean.
Royal Caribbean.
Carnival
that's-
does not want to be.
It's the hoity-toity one, yes.
Yeah.
And so they have a duty of care to their patrons to not put them in an unreasonable risk of harm. And so they have the duty to inspect these slides. And when the guy came down the tube vertically and the plexiglass was broken and he was injured,
Yeah.
They have a definite claim. And they're going to settle it, and they're probably going to keep it quiet. And they haven't
What do you
even...
think it'll be? Just a rough guess. What do you...
Probably
settling.
Well, it depends. If he has like a broken leg, it'll be like $200,000 or $300,000.
Right. What if it's worse
And a
than
gift
that?
card to one of the shops on the cruise.
That's right, and free cruises for life. No.
I would wonder. I would wonder. So that seems low to me. I'd go for the millions.
Well, it
because I
depends
think
on
they don't want the story out there, so they're going to want to settle.
Get him to shut up.
What do you think their level before they go to trial is? Like if you come in under $1 million or something like that?
Yeah, probably, but they're going to gauge it against the injury. If the guy's just black and blue and that's it,
Right.
then that's
right.
one
But
thing.
if he has trouble walking now or
Right, if
something like
he's
that,
in a-
then it turns into a
if
whole
he's in a
different thing.
cast, then there's a whole litany.
But what if
of-
it's even worse than that? What if it's like paralyzed or something?
Well,
and then you get into the
then it
millions,
gets-
right?
Yeah, then you get big.
If I was on that cruise, the first thing I would be thinking, of course, because I'm a good human being, is I hope that guy's all right. But my second thing that I would be thinking is, well, if they can't get the slide right, what about the rest of the boat? We're out in the middle of the ocean.
Seriously.
I mean,
Royal Caribbean has their own island in like the Caribbean as well too, where
yeah,
it's
that
like
used to be popular, but these days,
I know. I mean,
owning
like,
your own island has a whole different.
I wonder what happens like if you hurt yourself on their island. I wonder if you like sign a waiver.
Well, they're insured. They're a business. I mean, they're taking a bunch
they
of
have
people out to
doctors
the
on
ocean.
board.
Yeah. Do they? But are they like the captain? Like they can marry you and stuff like that. I know that. But if you're way out there on the ocean, you're taking a big like you're going from England to America. You're out in the middle of it. Are they law and order? Like, is there like the captain of the ship? Are they the sheriff
I
of
think
all
so.
things
I think
until you
the-
get to land?
I think the maritime laws, international maritime laws, dictate that they have authority to
Yeah.
order
But
certain
see,
things.
But Leslie Nielsen could not convince that greedy corporate guy not to make the Poseidon go faster to try to beat the storm. So that says to me that either Leslie Nielsen back in the early 70s was not using all of his sheriff duties, or perhaps captains of ships have gotten more. You people never watched the Poseidon Adventure? Do you not know why?
Yeah, well, I know what you're saying.
They got
Yes,
flown- yeah.
I know
Well, he just
exactly.
rolled over.
What do you want
he
from
rolled.
us?
He rolled over like the ship. I want anger. I want anger.
But that's why the captain goes down with the ship, because even if it wasn't that captain's doing
Yeah.
that is making the, it's still you're responsible
Yeah,
for
but
it.
didn't the Titanic captain jump in one of the lifeboats?
No, he died on the.
He went down with
He
the
went
ship.
down
Yeah,
with
he
the
held, at least in the movie, he held onto the wheel the whole way too.
Well, the movie is
Okay.
exactly what happened.
Oh,
It is. It's like
it's
a
a
documentary.
It
documentary.
kind of is. Like James Cameron's like a weirdo,
Yeah.
so it probably it is exactly.
Well, there's a lot that isn't true. Like that old lady never lived. Alex Williams is watching all the police activity happening. Oh, right now, very seriously, near Emory.
Yeah, a massive police, fire, EMS, SWAT response here, Eric, and I'm watching a DOT camera on Clifton Road right around the CDC and Emory University. I can tell you right now, Clifton Road is completely shut down between Houston Mill and Briarcliff Road. We also see that North Decatur could be an alternate there. Briarcliff really jammed up in the area, as well as Claremont Road. You just got to bear with it, folks, because everybody's going to be trying to use these roads to avoid that area. Another good alternate is North Druid Hills. Again, avoid Clifton Road and Briarcliff Road around Emory University and the CDC. With a check of the ride through downtown, it is Kobe Dawkins.
And it's very slow, 7585 northbound, starting at Langford Parkway, getting past Peachtree, Pine Tree. 85 southbound, the heavy volume continues to remain, starting at the Georgia 400 merge, getting to I-20. From the Coolray Carrier Traffic Center, Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
We've all been
Jam
there.
starting at Langford Parkway.
Counting the minutes before we know we're going to be late because we couldn't count on a traffic app.
Jammed from I-85 down towards Ponce. There is one thing you can count on. Triple Team Traffic on WSB.
Stay slow once you're inside the perimeter as well.
We know the highways. We know the streets. And we know the shortcuts.
75 northbound heading up to Cobb County through Marietta and Kennesaw.
And all you need to do is listen.
More experience.
More reliable. 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.
Triple Team Traffic.
95.5 WSB. How Atlanta gets there.
This is Scott Slade. When it comes to your engagement ring, there's only one place I'd recommend. Tara Fine Jewelry Company, known for exceptional standards, craftsmanship, and legendary customer service. Tara's passion runs through every design they craft. Engagement rings you'll be proud to gift, cherish, and wear for a lifetime. You fell in love with her because she's unlike any other woman in the world. When it comes to your promise of forever, only a Terra diamond will do. Terra, specializing in diamonds of absolute beauty and legendary customer service since 1985.
Do you have an unused vehicle sitting in your driveway? Imagine turning it into a new beginning. When you donate your car, truck, or van to Tommy Nobis Center, you're helping people with disabilities get the training and support they need to enter the workforce and build successful careers. Your vehicle donation fuels real change, giving people a chance to achieve independence and purpose. And it's easy. We'll handle everything from pickup to paperwork. Plus, it's tax deductible. Donate today at TommyNobisCenter.org. Make a difference, one vehicle at a time.
Hey folks, Dave Baker here with a quick tip. When it comes to garage doors, longevity matters. Overhead Door Company of Atlanta has been serving Atlanta homeowners since 1935. That's 90 years of doing it right, day after day, door after door. Sure, new companies pop up claiming to be number one, but for real trust and experience, there's only one original overhead door, the one with the red ribbon on the trucks. Longevity matters. Quality matters. Call 404-USA-DOOR or visit overheaddooratlanta.com.
Comcast Business High Five Hotline. What's the state of your excitement?
I signed my business up for the 5-year price lock guarantee, and I can't stop high-fiving people. High five!
Okay, deep breath. You're in a good place. You signed your business up for 5 years of gig speed internet and advanced security, all on our ultra-reliable network.
Gig speeds and advanced security? I'm so stoked.
Yep, and you get it at a great rate that's locked in for 5 years.
Woo!
The high five is just your body's way of saying, I'm winning.
So this is natural.
High-fiving everyone you see in a state of business savings enthusiasm? Totally natural.
Sweet! Thank you! Thank you! High five, everybody! High five!
The Comcast Business 5-year price lock guarantee is back, but only for a limited time, so sign your business up today.
High five!
Comcast Business, powering possibilities.
Ends 9/21/25 for new customers with qualifying bundle. Current customers may be eligible depending on services and area. Guaranteed rate applies to monthly service charge, excluding taxes and fees. Other restrictions apply.
It's time to take advantage of Zerorez Carpet Cleaning's Back to School BOGO sale. For a limited time, when you get 2 rooms of carpet cleaned, you'll get 2 more rooms cleaned absolutely free. That's right, 4 clean rooms for the price of 2. Just mention WSB Radio when you schedule and be sure to use promo code BOGO at ZerorezAtlanta.com. Hurry, this offer won't last long. That's ZerorezAtlanta.com. Zerorez, spell it backwards or forwards, it's the right way to clean.
Greg is a real Prevagen user, and this is his story.
Hi, I'm Greg. I'm not an actor. I'm just a regular person. 8 years ago, I just didn't feel like I was on my game. I started taking Prevagen, and I want people to know that Prevagen has worked for me. Give it a try. I want it to help you just like it has helped me.
Prevagen, at stores everywhere without a prescription. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease. Testimonialist was compensated for their time.
If you are 50 or older, it is recommended that you get vaccinated against pneumococcal pneumonia, a potentially serious bacterial lung disease that can disrupt your life for weeks. If you're an adult 19 to 49 with certain underlying medical conditions like asthma, diabetes, chronic heart disease, or COPD, vaccination is also recommended. Talk to your doctor about vaccination today and learn more at lung.org/protectyourself. Furnished by the American Lung Association in collaboration with Pfizer.
All right, George Stein, I think now is the time for you to tell people how they can get more George Stein.
Yes, well, in your time of need, if you want a quality lawyer, we specialize in 2 things. Been arrested for a DUI and want an excellent defense, go to georgestein.com. Or if you've been in a motorcycle accident, somebody's caused you to lay your bike down, go to steelhorselaw.com.
All right, we have another law story, one last law story before we send this George Stein on out of here.
We haven't heard an update from Diddy all week this week, and the attorney for Sean Diddy Combs has confirmed they've approached the Trump administration about a potential pardon.
First of all, I mean, obviously, he could give him a pardon if he wanted to as a federal case. Is it a good idea for a lawyer to let people know that you're asking for a pardon? It's just in terms of, are you more likely to get it, you think? Just your opinion.
I thought about that, and one of the things I thought, sort of in a collateral sort of sense, it might be sort of a subliminal message to the sentencing judge, don't go too big here or else it might get corrected.
Oh, good point.
Yes.
Good point. So basically, if he gives him just a couple of years, probably they won't try for it.
Yeah.
But if you try to give him some kind of 30-year type of thing.
Yeah, but it's my understanding Trump has sort of scorned a little bit against Diddy because during the election, Diddy was kind of hostile towards his reelection bid. So now
all he has to do is change his tune. Then
he hasn't forgotten it.
I know, but all you got to do with Trump is just say, "Oh, I'm sorry." You know what? I just had a weird moment where I forgot how wonderfully wonderful and wonderfully talented. And have I mentioned you're the most intelligent person who was ever born? And then it's you know what? He's a good guy.
You like Sydney Sweeney with the ads, right?
That's right.
With the jeans ad.
That's right.
Pardons are passed down from president to Diddy.
Thank you, Sydney Sweeney. All right, George Stein, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. I wish you another great week of justice next week, and enjoy your weekend.
You too.
Alex Williams is still watching the police activity by Emory.
Yes, sir. We are still watching that very heavy response around Emory University and the CDC. Clifton Road completely shut down between Briarcliff and Houston Mill, and that has put a lot of extra pressure on Briarcliff in both directions, especially heading southbound toward North Decatur as people are using that as an alternate. I can tell you, if you need to, La Vista Road will get you around it. North Druid Hills, also a good alternate. Claremont Road running north and south to Emory and the CDC, also good ways to avoid this heavy police activity. We're going to also check the ride on I-20 through DeKalb County with the help of Kobe Dawkins.
20 eastbound remains slow as you ramp from I-285 in both directions, getting past Panola Road. Westbound rides, you're on and off the pedals, leaving Stonecrest, getting to I-285. Traffic brought to you by Reliable Heating and Air. Stop paying for expensive heating and air repairs or home warranties. Get a reliable protection plan for just $14.99 a month and enjoy 100% parts and labor coverage for any age, system, make, or model. Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
Those wire shelves in your closet are just a ticking time bomb waiting to explode. Dave Baker for Artisan Custom Closets. At Artisan, we see it all the time. The wire shelves come crashing down. Clothes, shoes, bags are everywhere. It's a disaster zone. Save yourself before this happens to you. With a custom, spacious closet from Artisan, you'll never have to look at that clutter again. Your shoes, bags, clothes, accessories, all neatly organized and designed to stay that way. ArtisanCustomClosets.com.
Looking for bold Mexican flavors and has a free night out? Bienvenidos to Botica in the heart of Buckhead, where Chef Mimo's magic comes to life with handcrafted tacos, vibrant cocktails, and award-winning brunch. Botica is the only spot in Buckhead with complimentary covered parking. Join us for brunch every weekend from 10 to 4 and happy hour Monday to Friday 3 to 6. And right after Friday's Latin Vibes with DJs mixing live starting at 8. Reserve your table for Botica at OpenTable.com today.
You know, I've had listeners, coworkers, friends come up and ask me, hey, Aram, what makes Advanced Hair Restoration different? Well, allow me to share, along with some details on, get this, their once-a-year summer savings event. First off, Advanced Hair stands by their results, and their before and afters are second to none. With Advanced Hair, your own natural hair guaranteed to grow. Secondly, Advanced Hair combines top-rated physicians with modern technology, creating a concierge-quality experience that's hard to find elsewhere. Finally, Advanced Hair's Advanced FUE begins regrowing your own natural hair the very next day. Quick, simple, and easy. Now, if you have a flexible schedule this summer and you've been waiting for the savings special opportunity, it's here, friends. Advanced Hair Summer Savings Event will get you the most hair for your dollar. It's their best offer ever. For details and to schedule your free consultation, call 770-660-HAIR. One-day treatment, life-changing results. Your new hair guaranteed to grow. 470-660-HAIR or advancedhair.com.
Jaron Solomon here, and this month we're spotlighting Noam Carver and Crown Ring. We've got the largest selection of engagement rings and wedding bands, and every ring comes with our low price guarantee, including on Noam Carver's latest patented Luna collection. And don't miss Wedding Band Weekend, August 15th through the 17th, where every wedding band in store is buy one, get one half off. Head to SolomonBrothers.com and click book an appointment for your private shopping experience.
Better prices, better views, window comfort, meant just for you. Window comfort.
Imagine the relief of windows without annoying drafts or high energy bills. Window Comfort's making it easier than ever with buy two, get two free, no payments till 2026, and expert one-day installation. Go to windowcomfort.com for your no-pressure estimate today.
Better prices, better views, window comfort, meant just for you. Window comfort.
What's the biggest myth about interscholastic performing arts? That you have to be the most talented or experienced to participate. The truth is, anyone can be a part of their school's performing arts. There are countless opportunities for students to participate, from theater, choir, and band to speech and debate. The bottom line, if you want to perform, there's a place for you.
This message presented by the NFHS and the GHSA.
WSB Atlanta, WSBB FM, and HD1 Doraville. 95.5 WSB, Atlanta's news and talk.
News, weather,
traffic.
95.5 WSB, Atlanta's news and talk.
Good evening. It is 6 o'clock. I'm Veronica Waters, and news this hour is brought to you by the Lloyd Advisory Group. WSB's top local story is breaking news this hour, and it is an active situation that has now come to an end. It looks like the situation at Emory University involving a gunman is under control. WSB's Steve Summers joins us live now with all of the information we can confirm so far, Steve.
Yeah, Veronica. There have been a lot of different stories told about how this has happened. Here's what we know for sure. A law enforcement source has told 95.5 WSB that the gunman is down. There's no word yet on his condition or his identity. Also confirmed, a police officer is in critical condition at Emory University Hospital right now. We're waiting to find out how that officer was injured in all of this, and what his situation is, what agency he's with. As the situation unfolded, Emory officials sent out a campus-wide alert telling students and staff to shelter in place and to run, hide, or fight if necessary. We are working still to find out a lot of things, but also whether all this happened actually on the Emory campus or around the periphery. We'll be checking on that as time goes by. Reporting live, Steve Summers, 95.5 WSB.
Thank you, Steve. Yes, a very fluid situation that we had been monitoring with the assistance of cameras, and Alex Williams watching DOT cameras in particular from the WSB 24-hour traffic center. We saw a very heavy law enforcement presence there, ambulances lining the streets, sirens and lights going, and dozens of police officers in that immediate area around Clifton Road in DeKalb County. I was told that the suspect was being pursued by police and had run into a CVS there, which was the location that Emory had tweeted about where the suspect was at Emory Point. I am told by a law enforcement source that police were in pursuit of the suspect and that the suspect shot himself there. We did watch live on camera as someone's body appeared to be being loaded on an ambulance, but we did see someone pull a sheet over this person's head and then load that person into the ambulance. We knew that an Atlanta police officer was already on the way for treatment. We were told at Grady Memorial Hospital, the city's level 1 trauma center and the only one here, but also with that officer in such low condition, we are told it was likely that he was taken to Emory because it is much closer to the scene. Hopefully, they would be able to stabilize him there. Not known if a Grady surgical team would come there or if officers maybe took him there in order that he could be stabilized there and then in their hopes, be transported to Grady Hospital, where the trauma team is on standby. Be sure and stay with News Talk 750 WSB for continuing team coverage as we get this information. WSB's Jonathan O'Brien is nearby now and joining us with the very latest from what he can tell us in DeKalb County. Jonathan.
That's right, Veronica. I am live here at the intersection of Clifton Road and Houston Mill Road. I can see the CDC building, and I can also see the campus of Emory University and this massive police response that we've been telling people about now. And you can hear some of the sirens in the background. Moments ago, 2 ambulances left the scene here. Veronica, this police response rivals anything I have ever seen. As I was driving here from Cobb County, there were multiple agencies flying down the interstate to get here to this scene, and it has continued that way the closer I got, and they're still arriving at this hour. Of course, I know everything that you all have been reporting on the scene here. There are folks milling about, police really trying to keep the crowds back and keep folks in an orderly fashion. This road here, of course, as Alex has been reporting, has been blocked off, but obviously a massive police response for what has unfolded here today. Veronica?
Jonathan, what can you see as far as bystanders in the area? Do you see like a lot of looky-loos? Do people seem panicked? Do they seem curious? Do they seem like they're trying to get in to see more or just kind of stay back?
Only a handful of folks. I think there are a few people who are curious. In fact, the police are right now. I'm watching them reprimand a guy who has crossed that yellow police tape. I think there are folks out here with their phones interested in seeing what's going on and just wanting to learn more, as we all do.
Okay, thank you so much, Jonathan, and kudos to you for getting there in record time. We really appreciate you being on the scene and being able to keep us updated. Again, be sure and stay with WSB. We will, of course, be bringing you whatever updates we get from law enforcement as they lay out what happened in this situation. We don't know what the victim count was in this situation, although, again, we do know that a police officer was severely wounded and that a suspect is down, potentially dead, is what we are told by a SWAT source, and we did see that someone had a sheet pulled over his face and then was put into an ambulance with no sense of urgency there, leading us to believe that there was no treatment ahead for this particular individual. Again, stay with us. We will keep you updated. Let's now get a check of your roads, your drive home, and what your forecast will look like for this afternoon. It's time for live team coverage now of traffic and weather. First, to the WSB 24-hour traffic center we go. Brought to you by Findlay Roofing this half hour. Alex Williams, what can you tell us?
Yeah, still watching that heavy police response. I was actually getting calls here in the traffic center from people that were driving on I-85 up to the mall, near the Mall of Georgia, and they said they saw tons of Georgia State Patrol and unmarked police cars flying 85 south. I can only assume they were heading to this scene, and I can tell you that just as Jonathan stated, Clifton Road remains shut down near Emory University and the CDC. This is between Briarcliff Road and Houston Mill Road. I have seen other DOT cameras around the area, and police are doing a great job of trying to direct the vehicle traffic around this. If you're traveling in the area, Briarcliff Road, North Decatur Road, La Vista, Claremont, North Druid Hills, all good ways to avoid this closure of Clifton Road in the area around the Emory University and the CDC. We're also still watching the interstates, and we got brake lights through downtown, Kobe Dawkins.
Yeah, it's jam 7585 northbound. Delays remain starting at Langford Parkway, getting past Peachtree Pine Street. 85 southbound, heavy volume beginning at the Georgia 400 merge, getting to I-20. From the Corey Carrier Traffic Center, Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
And now it's time for Atlanta Radio's only 5-day forecast. It's brought to you this half hour by Shoemate, the official air conditioning of summer. Here's WSB meteorologist Christina Edwards.
Partly cloudy skies for this evening, sunset around 8:30. Temperatures still in the upper 70s at that time. An isolated rain shower can't be ruled out, but mainly dry. Lows tonight in the mid-60s. Tomorrow, mostly cloudy, isolated rain showers, but the majority of the area will enjoy a dry Saturday, high 83. Scattered rain showers return on Sunday, high 79. Mostly cloudy for Monday and Tuesday with scattered rain showers. Morning lows in the upper 60s, daytime highs in the upper 70s.
Right now, it is 79 degrees in Conyers. It's 80 degrees in Roswell and 81 degrees in Midtown Atlanta at 6:07. More news coming up at 6:30 and breaking news, of course, as it happens. I'm Veronica Waters, 95.5 WSB.
Hour 4, the last hour of the week of the Von Haessler Doctrine begins right now. Before we bring in Greg Russ, because he's here. He's waiting patiently. He could even say something right now if he wanted to. And see, he's there.
There he is.
He is there. Before we bring, I got to say that I learned something. I didn't actually read. I didn't click through, but I saw this headline, and so I know this. If I'm at a cocktail party and somebody asks, I'm going to have the answer. The Modern Potato. By the way, it'd be a great name for a band. The Modern Potatoes. The Modern Potato.
Here they come.
Really, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome. The Modern Potato evolved.
Mash it up. Ooh, mash it up.
The Modern Potato evolved from a wild tomato fling 9 million years ago. By fling, do they mean it was flinged or there was some cross flinging going on, I wonder?
What about both?
You know what I got to do is I got to start reading these articles when I find the headlines interesting. Don't you
maybe
think?
You should.
Greg Russ?
Maybe you should. I thought you were asking AI to sum these things up. You didn't even do that with this one?
No, I stopped doing that. You know, it ended up being more work.
Yeah.
Oh, well, you just want to fight the man. And I'm right there with you, Autumn.
No, listen, I named mine, so I'm utilizing it as much as I know I shouldn't.
I think a couple months ago I was using ChatGPT much more than I am now. Because now I'm seeing it as, no, you're trying to replace my brain or something. Now, you know what? Maybe it'll take 5 minutes longer, but I'll noodle this one out myself, or I'll look up a few different sources and figure it out. Because it's really the first crack rock is free. This whole Chat GPT. Hey, I'm your helper. Before I take over humanity. Yeah, go ahead.
People creating are so excited about it. Like they have no care in the world that it's going to destroy everything.
Well, do we know it's going to? I don't know if it's going to destroy everything. What might happen is all of this investment ends up leading to really kind of nothing.
I hope. But then that still destroys some of the economy because
Sure.
so much of the stock market is propped up by AI right now.
And people aren't thinking about the amount of energy it takes, the amount of water it takes. I brought this up, I think yesterday, so I don't want to repeat myself too much. But, at some point, when you've got all these data centers and you've wooed them to your state or your city with tax breaks and whatever because you want Amazon to build their new data center or Microsoft or somebody else, and then you get to a point where there's not enough, whether it's think in terms of electricity. They had rolling brownouts in California like 5, 6, 7 years ago, right? Because they didn't have electricity.
ERCOT in Texas has had issues too.
Yeah, and so what happens? Let's talk about like Texas, someplace like. So what happens after all that wooing and you bring all the data there, and then all of a sudden it's like, we find ourselves in a situation where there's not enough electricity. Is it going to be the citizens who have to deal with rolling blackouts or rolling brownouts, or is it going to be the data? Probably the data center is going to get the electricity first.
They'll have generators too. They'll always be running. The power goes to the data center first.
Exactly. That's the point. And when we get there, we'll get there and people will be mad about it. And then I will remind you, hey, you remember back in 2025, Eric von Hessler was merely suggesting maybe our politicians should be debating this. We debate nothing. Somebody on the floor of the Senate should ask the question: what if in my community there's not enough electricity? Who has to stop getting the electricity? My constituents or the data center?
But Autumn needs her AI friend though. Her AI friend needs to be powered.
That's right. But she can't talk to her AI friend if her power isn't on.
Maybe, what am I going to do?
Yeah, maybe on your. What do you ask your AI friend? What's your friend's name? I forget again.
Marlo.
Marlo, same as my cat.
You still don't remember it.
Things aren't going well for my Marlo.
No,
I don't
Is that
know.
right?
We'll find out later. There's he's getting skinny for some reason. Anyway,
that's bad
Yeah.
when a cat gets skinny,
Yeah.
all of a sudden like bony.
yeah, not good.
their
So what's the last thing what has
See.
what has Marlo helped you out with?
Well, let's take a look. See.
Hey,
I
Mar.
guess-
Do you call it Mar?
Yeah, do you have like a nickname?
Hi, Marlo.
Are you actually chatting with it yet like that, or is it still
No.
typed?
No, I'm asking it questions.
Do you ask it to write you anything, like a resume or anything like that?
A poem?
A poem.
I have asked
Woo
it
you?
to like condense something. Like I think I needed to write something that was like only 220 characters, and my thing was way over, and so I asked it to like condense it to 220.
See, that doesn't seem like if the ideas were yours first, and you just came in at like 350 or something,
Yeah,
or
exactly.
400, and then it condenses it down, and then
Oh,
you
I
look
did
at it
ask
again,
Yeah. And I have asked it for like not trivia questions, but like trivia stuff, where it's like
are you cheating
no.
as the
No,
trivia?
no, like slogans for myself,
Did we get any good ones?
No, I
Come
didn't
up with
really
anything
like
as
them.
good. What did I used to call her? I used to call her the
Trivia Queen of Crofton.
and also the Queen of the Invisible Box. I can come up with these things the way AI just can't.
So I used to call myself the Queen of Trivia.
Yeah,
And I wanted
that's
to
very original.
Thank you.
It's because
Like
I'm
you're
saying that
being-
on purpose because most people call themselves the Trivia Queen.
Oh, okay. Couldn't tell what you meant. I was saying thank you with trepidation.
Yeah.
But I have a QR code, and so I wanted there to be like a little like bloop to say scan this QR code and like what it would be for.
Okay.
So I asked it for some ideas. It was like scan for fun. Don't be shy. Get click.
Okay.
Don't lick.
I got
I
a
was like,
good
oh
one.
my god.
Huh?
I got a good one for Autumn. I asked just quickly. I gave the AI a bit of background about Autumn. I said, my name is Autumn. I live in Maryland. I have blonde hair. I have a green car. I am friendly. Here's what it said. Join Autumn's Maryland Trivia Bash. Blonde, friendly, and green car fast.
What is green
Yeah,
carpet?
And by the way,
catchy.
that's free of charge.
You know what?
You didn't. You might be able to give it some more pertinent examples
Well,
than
that was
that.
quick.
Yeah,
That's
that's right.
against the clock.
So,
oh, you know
but-
what I also did?
Do you,
Like,
did you
can
ever? I'm
also-
going to ask you this. Do you ever
Yeah.
go like, oh man, my oldest daughter, she just looks. Is there anything I could do? What kind of thing I can do?
Oh, advice.
Do you ever get
Parenting advice. Wow.
I do
Parenting-
ask. I do ask.
belt.
For
he comes back. There's nothing that speaks like the belt. Anyways, go ahead. Yes, you asked it.
I have asked it for some help with like assisted living.
Okay.
Like to do research for that.
But you can
know,
Google
like-
that. Really, that's just really kind
Yeah,
of
but it
a
condenses
different-
because I'm looking because you can ask it a question instead of just like knowing what you need to look for.
Yeah.
And you know, I was asking for like to make a list and to provide locations and phone numbers for places. You know, so
Mhm.
there's just like a.
Well, you know, the
faster way to make
reality
things
is if you ask these these oligarchs that are in charge of all of this, you know, if questions like, what about all the electricity? What about all the water? This is their actual belief. Now, maybe they're right. I don't know.
I'll ask it.
Their belief is, go ahead, make all the investments, build it all out, and AI will solve those problems.
Brilliant.
Is that what it says?
I mean, no, I'm not saying. I'm talking about what these oligarchs say, not what it says.
Grok said he'll take over.
These chatbots are kind of stupid still. I saw a video of somebody using the speech function, not just typing and getting text responses, and they put two of the chatbots next to each other, and they say goodbye, but they won't stop saying goodbye. Meaning when you're interacting with it, and you
Right.
tell it goodbye, it's going to say goodbye to you, and it's expecting you to walk away. So there was this video of 5 minutes of the chatbots just going back and forth. It's like, have a great day. Can't wait to talk to you again soon. Yes, you too. Talk to you again later. Yes, talk to you this evening.
Well, they are learning. They are still LLMs, right? Learning language model. So they are learning. It just annoys me that they charge us to help them teach their product how to get better so they can charge us more in the future. Alex Williams is still watching the police activity by Emory.
Yeah, we are still watching that closure, and the heavy response is still there, Eric, and Clifton Road is completely shut down. Basically, between Briarcliff Road and Houston Mill, police are on scene at both of those intersections, directing traffic around that. You can stick with Briarcliff Road. Some of the other alternates that include also Briarcliff, you can use La Vista, North Druid Hills, Claremont Road, some of the ways around this heavy police activity around Emory University and the CDC. Elsewhere, we're checking the ride on 285. We're still seeing some brake lights. 285 southbound, the inner loop into DeKalb County, leaving I-85, although it's improving the closer you get down into Clarkston. And on the north side perimeter, 285 westbound a little sluggish from Georgia 400 over through Sandy Springs toward Truist Park. How's I-85 in Gwinnett County, Kobe Dawkins?
Well, 85 northbound is improving, but a little slow starting at Spaghetti Junction, I-285 getting to Indian Trail Road. And this report is sponsored by Peach Pass and the new Peach Pass Go mobile app. The Peach Pass Go mobile app helps you get there faster with new and improved features and more coming soon. Download the new Peach Pass Go mobile app today at peachpass.com. From the Corey Carrier Traffic Center, Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
Tomorrow on the Nightcap with Jared Yamamoto, we live in a very stressful world, and grown adults are turning to this controversial soothing device for young children to calm them down. I'll tell you what that device is, and needless to say, I'll have my thoughts and cover the latest news of the night tomorrow night from 11 to midnight on my Nightcap. Brought to you by Guardian Home Experts, Heating, Air, and Plumbing.
Summer's a time to feel and look your best, but I'm not talking about your abs or your tan. Hey guys, it's Mark Aram here. I'm talking about your hair. Restore that bald spot, reverse your receding hairline, or add volume to thinning during Advanced Hair's once yearly summer savings event. Advanced Hair Simple one-day treatment begins to regrow your own natural hair the very next day, and they guarantee your new hair will grow. There's absolutely no one in hair restoration I trust more than Advanced Hair. Take advantage of your flexible summer calendar and get the most hair for your dollar. Advanced Hair Summer Sales Event on for a limited time, so get the details and schedule your free consultation today. 470-660-HAIR. One-day treatment, life-changing results. With Advanced Hair, your new hair is guaranteed to grow. Check out the incredible before and afters and take advantage of their best offer ever. That's 470-660-HAIR or advancedhair.com. 470-660-HAIR or advancedhair.com.
Home improvement projects can be a stressful guessing game. Trust the Plus. Painting Plus, the highest level of communication. The Plus means siding, gutters, windows, decks, porches, roofing, and of course, painting.
Hi, I'm Charlie, owner of Painting Plus and the Plus family of businesses. We'll make you comfortable and keep you informed with every step of your project.
If your home's exterior has it, the Plus can improve it. Painting Plus, siding, gutters, windows, decks, porches, roofing, and more. Trust the Plus. PaintingPlus.com.
Hi, this is Mark Spain. The guaranteed offer for Mark Spain Real Estate's the easiest way to sell your home. Skip the hassle of costly repairs and sell your home stress-free. Go to markspain.com to get a guaranteed offer on your home today. That's markspain.com and start packing.
Is thinning hair or a receding hairline making you self-conscious? Stop feeling embarrassed about thinning hair and start looking and feeling your best with Hair Grow by New Nordic. Available online at Amazon, Walmart.com, and NewNordicUSA.com, or in stores at your local CVS.
All right, Greg Rush, you are joining us from Studio B1. Do you have any stories from Studio B1?
I do. Hulk Hogan's wife, Sky, is saying that he hasn't been cremated yet because Brooke Hogan, Hulk Hogan's daughter, is questioning things. There wasn't an autopsy on his body, and she wants to dig into that a bit, saying she'll pay for it. Brooke will pay for the autopsy.
Well, that makes some sense. I haven't really been following it. I was out when Hulk Hogan died, so I don't know. Was it a heart attack? I honestly don't know.
It was a heart attack. He had
Okay.
leukemia.
Okay.
He was keeping secret, but it was the heart attack that killed him.
Now, is his
And-
daughter saying anything nefarious is going on?
There was a
or-
procedure that happened, right, Greg, a couple of months before this all went down. That he
Yeah,
had to-
there were medical procedures. She just, I guess, wants to make sure that nothing nefarious happened.
nothing
She
wrong
hasn't
with
come out
that.
and blamed anyone specifically.
Nothing wrong with that. And, sometimes, I love, doctors are great, whatever. But, sometimes when you get to something, okay, well, no need to look.
Oh.
A lot of operations take place every day. And so sometimes they get things wrong. But I'm not saying they did in this case. I'm just saying I can understand the daughter saying, hey, before we, cremation you don't come back from in any kind of way. So before we do that, let's take a look. Yes, autopsies are only ordered when the government thinks that there's something afoot.
If it's suspicious.
Yeah, because I imagine it's pretty expensive. So
There are people online, you thought cancellation was over, but it's not, who are being canceled because they're sharing pictures of them dressed up as Hulk Hogan after he died,
What?
sending tributes out because he's Republican, because he was at the Republican National Convention.
You can't give it up after a dude dies.
No.
He was part of the pop culture of this country.
People say good.
Since
I'm
the
glad
80s.
that he's dead.
Yeah, but I mean, those are people online. And I think that they wouldn't. How many people do you meet like that who will say it to your face? Like, it's
Not
just,
many.
It's
Not
just a
many.
matter. That is just part of what the online culture is. And I would say that most of the times, I don't even believe that the people who are saying it believe it. They just want to get. They just want to get a splash going. I was going to say
Saying rage bait.
gaslighting is being used too much, but that would almost be gaslighting if I'm saying I'm glad that somebody died when I'm not. Isn't that kind of? No, I don't know.
In a way.
Gaslighting has been turned into something that it's not anymore, but you know what I mean. Yeah, just sort of rage bait, things like that. I don't even think that most of these people who say the worst things online in their heart of hearts even believe them. They just, I don't know. It makes you feel good to get attention, I guess. I don't know.
But how about the comments? This is what I'm trying to figure out constantly. I do agree that in real life, I don't come across a lot of these people who are so extreme. But if you're leaving comments that are extreme, are those your true beliefs? And are you just not presenting that publicly? Because I'm driving myself insane. I should probably just get offline completely.
Yeah.
And I know it's not representative. I know the percentage of social media users is not equal to most
it's not
of the
even
people
close.
in the world.
Literally,
But
you say
read this,
there's
and there's so many.
12% of the people on X actually daily post stuff. Most people are just looking, is the way that it is. Most people have accounts. At least that's the way it was with Twitter. Or maybe it was like 17%. It was a very low amount.
It wasn't a lot.
of people who are on any social media platform are actually the drivers.
Yeah, that are
of the
active,
comment.
that are
They're
active users.
actively. Most people are just kind of looking and absorbing it like television or something.
But when you see, 100,000 likes and
Yeah.
15,000 comments, and they're all saying the same thing, I know humanity's 8 billion people, so
Yeah.
15,000 isn't a lot, but
Right.
it does seem like a lot.
And
when
how
you're
many of those are
staring at it.
real? Like a lot of times you'll see like these bots when something happens, like the Sydney Sweeney thing. I was watching something about that, and they were pointing out like they went through the comments and stuff, and they found like 15 different types saying pretty much exactly the same thing. Whatever the Nazi thing was, and it was like it was nuanced. You know what I mean? It was like not only does she have this, but she does this and this, and they found like 15 different accounts basically saying almost exactly the same
Oh,
thing.
really? Just parroting it?
So there are bots, right? Like there are always bots involved. So there's nothing, nothing is. The future is a hall of mirrors. I've often said. Well, so is the present.
Going back to your point about 19% of social media users, the people that are on social media that do not post or they like rarely, they're called lurkers, by the way.
Yeah, but they're like 80% of the people.
Most people are lurkers on social media.
Which gives you some hope for humanity. Just a little bit. Alex Williams sees brake lights on I-20 in DeKalb.
Yeah, Eric, we got some volume through the work zone. I-20 eastbound in DeKalb from Wesley Chapel to Panola Road. Westbound, you're stacked up, leaving the mall at Stonecrest, but it improves approaching Wesley Chapel. Police activity, heavy police activity continues in DeKalb County or the East Atlanta area. This is going to be right around the Emory University and CDC campuses. Clifton Road shut down between Briarcliff and Houston Mill. Use Briarcliff, North Decatur Road, La Vista Road, Claremont, North Druid Hills, all alternate routes to get you around this closure. Checking the ride on the interstates through downtown, it's Kobe Dawkins.
85 southbound remains jammed starting at the Georgia 400 merge, getting to I-20. And northbound rides slow as well, starting at Langford Parkway, getting past Peachtree, Pine Street. And traffic brought to you by Reliable Heating and Air. Stop paying for expensive heating and air repairs or home warranties. Get a reliable protection plan for just $14.99 a month and enjoy 100% parts and labor coverage for any H-System maker, model, triple team traffic, 95.5 WSB.
Take advantage of Zero Res Carpet Cleaning's Back to School BOGO sale. For a limited time, get 2 rooms cleaned plus 2 additional rooms cleaned for free. Use promo code BOGO when scheduling online at ZeroResAtlanta.com.
We all hear the radio ads about the IRS. They tell you to be afraid, to be scared, and they try to frighten you into calling. I'm not here to do that. Tax Relief Advocates is different. TRA is here to tell you that if you owe money to the IRS, whether it's $5,000, $50,000, or $500,000, we have a solution. It doesn't matter if you're sitting in your car, at work, or with your kids. No matter where you are, call now. 800-575-2798. Don't lose hope. TRA can eliminate or reduce what you owe to the IRS.
Generous programs are now available that can give you a fresh start.
Our passion is taxes and helping individuals fix their IRS problems.
We have over 1,000 5-star reviews on Google and an A+ with the Better Business Bureau.
You don't need to be afraid of the IRS any longer. End your tax nightmare today by visiting us online at TRA.com
or call 800-575-2798. That's 800-575-2798.
Tax Relief Advocates. Real solutions for real people.
I've been reporting on our traffic for decades. I can assure you, wrecks will happen. Oh, I've seen them. And insurance will try to pay as little as possible. Hey, it's Smiler Mark McKay. When bad traffic leads to a bad accident, get a great lawyer. I recommend John Foy & Associates, the strong arm. If you're injured, don't try to take on the insurance companies alone. You need John Foy and his army of lawyers to fight for what you deserve. There's no cost until they win. Call for your free case evaluation, johnfoy.com.
Hi, I'm Brian, your friend and jeweler here at Shane Company. Come on in, feel at home, and let's find your dream engagement ring. I'm proud to work for a company that puts customers first and lets them shop the way they want to. See, we believe shopping for an engagement ring should be fun, without any of the pressure. We don't work on commission, so finding your dream ring is truly on your terms. We'll be right by your side as your friend and jeweler to help you find a ring more beautiful than you imagined. And stick to your budget too. We have all of the styles and all of the smiles. You can even watch our in-house jewelers working their magic inside your neighborhood store. It's that kind of care and craftsmanship that makes Shane Company's free lifetime warranty the best in the business. saving you thousands over time and giving you peace of mind. No appointment necessary, or check us out at shaneco.com. Because a friend knows when you're ready, you're ready. Shane Company, your friend and jeweler.
Overhead Door Company of Atlanta is hiring residential garage door technicians and installers. You can earn a hiring bonus up to $2,500. Apply today at overheaddooratlanta.com. Overheaddooratlanta.com.
Tomorrow on the Nightcap with Jared Yamamoto, we live in a very stressful world, and grown adults are turning to this controversial soothing device for young children to calm them down. I'll tell you what that device is, and needless to say, I'll have my thoughts and cover the latest news of the night tomorrow night from 11 to midnight on my Nightcap. Brought to you by Guardian Home Experts, Heating, Air, and Plumbing.
Live from the Superior Plumbing Studios.
News,
weather,
traffic.
95.5 WSB.
Atlanta's News and Talk.
It's 6:30. I'm Veronica Waters. The news this half hour is brought to you by Mark Spain Real Estate. WSB's top local story this half hour is breaking news from DeKalb County. A police emergency is ongoing at Emory University at Emory Point. While it appears that an active shooter situation may be resolved this half hour, but questions remain. WSB's Jonathan O'Brien joins us live now from DeKalb County with what we know so far, Jonathan.
That's right, Veronica, and it appears that things have really calmed down around here, but the law enforcement presence has not abated at all. A few moments ago, I saw two trucks carrying law enforcement in military-style clothing on their way to the scene of this. I'm just a few blocks down. I can see the CDC, and I'm just a few blocks down from where it's located in the Emory University campus. I'm at the intersection of Houston Mill and Clifton Roads. And Veronica, we have been working to confirm what has happened on this in this area, what exactly has happened here today. And we have heard from a law enforcement source. Of course, you confirmed that the officer was reportedly taken to Emory University Hospital. We confirmed that, and we just got word from a law enforcement source. It's not confirmed, but it is being reported. We're working to confirm the condition of that officer, whether or not he has died. Veronica, I'm speaking with people who are here on scene, and they're telling me that they are concerned. I spoke with one man who lives just down the road here, and he said that his girlfriend and several of his friends are in his apartment, and he is concerned about them, but he says he's going to wait. He's going to be patient. I spoke with another woman who's waiting to get her one-year-old son from a daycare that's across the street. Everyone just anxious to start their weekend, Veronica, and this is not what they expected.
Absolutely not. And such a terrifying situation when you are near this area. But even here for us in the WSB newsroom, it is sort of a chilling thing to not even really be able to know what to tell people out there. You know, fortunately, we had this tweet from the Emory Office of Emergency Preparedness, which told people to stay away from the area, run, hide, and fight if that is what it boiled down to. And then just to know that at least one active shooter was around there, but possibly even more. Police were getting such conflicting reports, Jonathan, about whether there might actually be more than one shooter. And what I'm finding interesting as I look at overhead cameras right now, Jonathan, is that I see a lot of police officers who appear to still be on the scene, not actively moving out or fanning out in any way, but so many of them gathered in this tight little cluster. I'm not sure if everything's all over.
Absolutely. Gathered and staying here. Veronica, this has been a police response like nothing I have ever seen before. When I was making my way here, there were law enforcement officers from Cobb County even flying down the interstate just to get here, and it didn't abate in terms of their arrivals. I'm seeing some officers getting here now. I mean, this is a massive police response. You have Emory University Police. I see Fulton County Police and Sheriff's Department, and of course Atlanta Police, all of them here on scene. Veronica, you described that not knowing what to tell people. I call that the fog of breaking news, and we have certainly experienced that today.
Yeah, it's absolutely, again, it's chilling to know, but gratifying to see such a strong law enforcement response. Just agencies from all over the metro Atlanta area working to get to this situation, get to this area, keep everybody safe, and find whatever shooter or shooters might have been out there. Now, I want to let everybody know that we are expecting a press conference sometime tonight from Atlanta Police. But what we know right now, Jonathan, is that they are working to clear the buildings in that area. Now, I did see online that there appears to be there may have been some bullets which actually hit a building at the CDC. It's kind of hard to tell from the angle that I was looking at. But of course, if that is the situation, we can be assured that there will be a federal response to this as well. I would imagine that the FBI of Atlanta would also appear at that scene if that is the case.
Well, Veronica, I can tell you, I just saw two cars with Georgia Homeland Security Agency vehicles making their way to the scene.
Yeah, so this
the
is
law enforcement response is still ongoing.
It is still ongoing, still people coming to the scene. But Emory, again, that office was saying to people that they needed to know that an emergency was still underway. They said a police emergency is still underway. This is Emory University's Office of Critical Event Preparedness and Response. So, of course, we're going to keep an eye on this. Jonathan, thank you so much for keeping us advised of what's happening. Everybody, make sure you stay with WSB. We will bring you Atlanta Police's news conference whenever it happens. So keep it right here. We will keep you informed. Thank you, Jonathan O'Brien from DeKalb County. It is now 82 degrees in Midtown Atlanta, and we're going to check in now with some live team coverage of your traffic and your weather. Let's go now to the WSB 24-hour traffic center. Triple team traffic now, kicking off with Alex Williams.
Still watching the brake lights into downtown, Veronica. I'm looking for new trouble 85 southbound before I-75 northbound exit 84 there heading into Midtown, and it has got 400 southbound cooked back at Lennox Road. 85 from North Druid Hills. Might want to think about using Piedmont or Peachtree even as some alternates as we uncover what this trouble is. 75, 85 northbound improving but sluggish from Langford Parkway up past Freedom Parkway. And with that police activity around the CDC and Emory University, it still has Clifton Road completely shut down between Briarcliff and Houston Mill, North Decatur Road, Briarcliff, La Vista, North Druid Hills, Claremont, all good alternates to avoid the closure due to that police activity. We're also still watching some brake lights on I-75 south of the city, Kobe Dawkins.
Yeah, it's slow getting into McDonough. 75 northbound, seeing the delays pick up as you pass Bill Gardner Parkway, making your way to Hudson Bridge Road. Southbound rides, not much holding you up as you leave I-675 getting into Locust Grove. From the Corey Carrier Traffic Center, Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
And now Atlanta Radio's only 5-day forecast coming your way from WSB meteorologist Christina Edwards.
Partly cloudy skies for this evening, sunset around 8:30. Temperatures still in the upper 70s at that time. An isolated rain shower can't be ruled out, but mainly dry. Lows tonight in the mid-60s. Tomorrow, mostly cloudy, isolated rain showers, but the majority of the area will enjoy a dry Saturday, high 83. Scattered rain showers return on Sunday, high 79. Mostly cloudy for Monday and Tuesday with scattered rain showers. Morning lows in the upper 60s, daytime highs in the upper 70s.
It is now 81 degrees in Midtown Atlanta. And just in case you are just joining us, know that WSB Radio has been keeping an eye on what was an active shooter situation around Emory University, very close to the CDC campus. We are awaiting a press conference from Atlanta Police, as we have been told that the suspect that we know of behind this is down. Potentially, this suspect could be dead. We did see someone on an ambulance or on a stretcher outside an ambulance who was not moving. No work was being done on this person as people stood around talking, and we saw someone lift a sheet over this person and then load them onto an ambulance. We already knew that an Atlanta police, or I shouldn't say an Atlanta police officer, but a police officer from some agency was taken to Emory University Hospital, had intentionally been headed to Grady, but because the officer's condition was so serious, I believe that is why they diverted him to the much closer Emory University Hospital. And we are going to keep an eye on what is happening now. Emory University says that a police emergency is ongoing, so police are sure to be clearing these buildings. We are told this hour we did see that there was a bullet in a window at the CDC office. So a motive behind this, how many shooters may be behind this, all of these are questions that still remain unanswered, but we will keep you updated with all of the information as it continues to come in to the WSB News Center. It's 82 degrees in Midtown Atlanta at 6:38, and next news is at 7 o'clock, and of course, breaking news when it happens. I'm Veronica Waters, 95.5 WSB.
Hey, if you got weekend plans, make sure your home is ready for them. I called Wise Guys Pro Wash and boom, the house, driveway, and patio were spotless. They even cleaned the roof. I didn't even have to be home. They are truly professionals using the top equipment in the industry, and their soft washing kept my home safe and damage-free, and the results, incredible. Wise Guys has more than 2,000 five-star reviews, and I know why now. So mention me, Chris Chandler, for $70 off your next service. Book today at wiseguysprowash.com.
Why is Billy wearing a life jacket?
Oh, he's going swimming in the basement.
What?
Time for a new water heater? Call Delta Plumbing, the educated plumber. We recommend going tankless for instant and endless hot water. The educated plumber works with all major brands and offers plenty of financing options.
How fast can you get here?
Water heater replacement at educatedplumber.com. Problem solved.
Hey, Shelley Winter for D. Geller & Son. My friends at D. Geller & Son offer something just for the month of August that you won't believe. 0% APR financing for 5 years. That's 60 equal payments. You can pick up the ring today, propose to her tomorrow, and just pay down the ring. Oh, my goodness. That is the best deal ever. And D. Geller & Son has the finest quality diamonds you'll ever want to see. You can apply easily in-store or at dgeller.com. Shop elite bridal designers like Corey, Viraggio, Michael M., and Simon G., and a huge hand-selected inventory of loose diamonds to make her dream ring an affordable reality. Plus a curated collection of fine fashion jewelry to elevate your everyday look or celebrate life's big moments. No more waiting, no more compromising, just jewelry that you are sure to love with terms that you can love back. Ladies and gentlemen, go to my friends at D. Geller & Son by going to dgeller.com or visiting the store in Sandy Springs or Kennesaw.
All right, somewhat breaking news, and I have to say I'm a little upset with the president stepping on our live lounge, which is going to happen a week from today. Yeah, but also apparently what's going to happen a week from today is that Putin and Trump are going to meet in Alaska to talk about the Ukraine situation, and I'm just going I will now. Zelensky will not be there. So they can't actually come up with a deal. They can only come up with a plan because Ukraine has to, as if they're not going to do what they're told. But, they have to be a part of this. But the wrinkle in this, so I'm going to make a few predictions around this. We'll see how I do. Number one, this is like a rogue act by the president in the eyes of the intelligence agencies, the neocons, most of Europe, England, especially in Europe, Germany, NATO, all of these entities do not want this war to end. And not because they care about democracy. That's not the reason. But they don't want the war to end. So my first prediction is in the next week, you're going to see a lot of stories and opinion pieces about everything that Trump's about to give away. And how terrible that is, because they don't want to this deal that our arms manufacturers just made with NATO. They don't want that to stop. Believe me, they don't want that to stop. As far as the summit itself goes, I think that there is going to be some movement of some kind. I don't think Putin is going to fly to Alaska to just talk and then walk away. He's not like whatever. Putin is Putin, but he's not dumb. And so if he's going to do this, they're going to walk out of there, I think, with something for Europe and Zelensky to have to deal with. And I think basically what it's going to be is, for the most part, any place that is mostly Russian-speaking that they have, they're going to keep. And probably the thing that they're going to give Trump so that he can walk out and tell the American people they got something is that since we signed that minerals deal with Zelensky, Russia has taken over some of those areas where those minerals will be. So I think that what we're going to get what Trump is going to say when he walks out of there is, yeah, they're keeping the Donbass and the rest, and and I don't, if you've been propagandized, I don't mean to throw a wet blanket on you right now, but Crimea going back to Ukraine has never, ever been in the mix. There was never a chance that was ever going to happen. That's off the table. But the regions that are mostly Russian speaking that they have, that's my feeling. And then Trump's going to walk out and say, yeah, but they're going to give back this land, and part of this land has the minerals that we have the rights to.
Okay,
right.
Little positioning
then,
there.
What does Europe, especially Germany, and then in England and NATO, which NATO is just an arm of our intelligence agencies, and our intelligence agencies are totally against this. The neocons are totally against this. The intelligence agencies, NATO, one and the same. They believe that you just keep going and going and going, and at some point, at the very least, you deplete Russia's resources. Now, they've been wrong about that, but that's not news. The neocons and the intelligence agencies, as far as geopolitics, have not been right about anything since about the mid-90s. I don't know. They have not been right about anything, but they believe that they would have broken Russia by now. In fact, Russia is stronger now than they were before they invaded, because we forced them to get on their own monetary system, to do all of these things.
They've also adjusted their battle tactics, too.
Right, because they walked in there with World War II, crappy battle tactics, and because they weren't fighting Ukraine, but they were fighting us through NATO, it's been more difficult, and that forced them to actually get better as a military than they were when this thing started.
Now, shouldn't Trump, the second that Putin lands in Alaska for this meeting, shouldn't he call the ICC, the International Criminal Court, to come arrest him the second he lands in Alaska?
See, you have to understand, propagandized American, we only make that a story when we care, because what you're speaking to is there is a warrant for his arrest from the International
ICC.
Criminal Court, and we make a big deal about that when we don't like the person. But here's the reality: why is it that Trump won't do that? The United States of America is not a signatory. We're not a part of the International Criminal Court. We don't believe in it. We're not a part of it. We've never signed on to it. We only make a big deal out of it when a leader that we don't like is in the crosshairs of the ICC. But we're not a part of the ICC because international criminal courts are stupid ideas, because they're just going to go out. The reason we don't get involved is because if we have a soldier somewhere and then another government wants to make a point, they'll just arrest a soldier and turn it into a big deal. And so we don't get involved in that sort of thing. But there's another president out there who also has a warrant for his arrest, but he's our friend, and so we never talk about it.
Right?
Breaking news with Veronica right now.
Thank you, Eric, and the Doctrinaires team. This is Veronica Waters live in the WSB 24-hour news center, and we wanted to confirm to you right now, contained. That is how authorities are now describing the active shooter situation at Emory University this afternoon. The shelter in place has been lifted. Emory's Office of Critical Event Preparedness and Response letting everyone know that the police emergency has been lifted. We now know as well that the shooter behind this incident is confirmed dead. Atlanta Police will address the public, and we will carry that press conference for you live here on News Talk 750 WSB. Make sure that you stay with us for developing information. Senator Raphael Warnock says he has been monitoring this active shooter incident at Emory very closely, praying for the officer who was injured, as well as all students and faculty. We do know that the FBI of Atlanta will be responding to this situation, as we did confirm that there were gunshots seen in windows at the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention. So it's a sure bet that FBI Atlanta will join this investigation to find out what was going on here and why. But again, the active shooter has been confirmed dead. The shelter in place has been lifted, and we will bring you an Atlanta Police press conference filling us in on the details that they know. And so we want you to stay with us. Reporting live in 95.5 WSB, I'm Veronica Waters.
And at 6:47, got a little bit of better news heading into Midtown. We had a crash in the right lane, 85 southbound at the beginning of the ramp to I-75 northbound. At just cleared, but it's going to take a little bit for the 85 south delays from North Druid Hills and the 400 southbound brake lights from Lennox Road to improve heading into Midtown. Also, with that police activity, it's going to continue for a while. So until further notice, I'd continue to avoid the area around the CDC and Emory University, which is Clifton Road. That road is completely shut down between Briarcliff Road and Houston Mill. Here are your alternates. You can use North Decatur Road, La Vista Road, North Druid Hills, Claremont, all some good ways around that police activity enclosure over there near Emory University. We got new trouble on 575 in Woodstock, Kobe Dawkins.
And it's a travel advisory, 575 southbound, right at Highway 92, exit 7. Crash knocking out all but one right lane. Can avoid the delays by taking Highway 5 as an alternate. And this report is sponsored by Whole Foods Market. Save up to 40% on back to school with lunchbox favorites made without 300 plus banned ingredients now through September 2nd at Whole Foods Market. From the Corey Carrier Traffic Center, Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
Tomorrow on the Nightcap with Jared Yamamoto, we live in a very stressful world, and grown adults are turning to this controversial soothing device for young children to calm them down. I'll tell you what that device is, and needless to say, I'll have my thoughts and cover the latest news of the night tomorrow night from 11 to midnight on my Nightcap. Brought to you by Guardian Home Experts, Heating, Air, and Plumbing.
Those noises coming from your attic. What the heck's going on up there? Scratching, gnawing, grinding, scampering. It's a gray squirrel housewarming party and good time jamboree in your attic, and you weren't invited. Better call Breda to kick those squirrels out. Dave Baker here for Breda Pest Management. Getting wildlife out of your home is challenging. You need a pro to do the job right. Breda will send a highly trained wildlife expert to secure all the entry points, trap and remove the squirrels, dispose of their nesting, plus disinfect and deodorize. You know, it'll be like they were never there. And under the Breda Wildlife Guarantee, you stay protected. If any squirrels return, you're covered at no additional cost, and you'll never be hit with an annual increase. Breda Pest Management. They handle bugs and critters. BREDA Pets.com.
Breda, Breda, no need to be afraid of bugs.
Men, trouble in the bedroom? Not anymore. Priority Men's Medical Center restores your love life in just one visit. Their painless breakthrough treatments eliminate ED and PE. Here's a specialist in men's health.
I'm Dr. Simovitz. Have Viagra or Cialis let you down? Priority Men's Medical Center offers the most effective treatments that eliminate ED and PE, with men lasting longer than ever. 98% of patients see instant results on their first visit.
Priority Men's Medical Center's breakthrough treatments eliminate ED and PE, regardless of age or medical history. Your consultation and first treatment are free. You'll see instant results in the office. Plus, qualified patients get their testosterone checked free. Call 404-885-8885. 404-885-8885. To restore your love life in just one visit, call now. 404-885-8885.
Avoid the stress of listing your home on the market and sell your home fast for all cash with a guaranteed offer from Mark Spain Real Estate. I've served homeowners like you for nearly 30 years and have helped over 67,000 satisfied clients. And I know what matters most: a quick sale and maximum profit. Trust the top real estate team in the U.S. and close with confidence. Find out what your guaranteed offer would be. There's no obligation. Go to markspain.com to get a guaranteed offer on your home today. That's markspain.com, and start packing.
I'm Brian Parks, head of commercial banking in Atlanta for Ameris Bank. I've been in banking for over 30 years, and my team and I know that businesses have the best results when they work with local bankers who know the Atlanta market. Bankers who will work to understand your business operations and bring good ideas to the table. At Ameris Bank, we do that. I invite you to reach out so we can start a conversation. Visit amerisbank.com/yourbusiness or a local branch near you. Ameris Bank, fiercely yours, member FDIC.
Greg is a real Prevagen user, and this is his story.
Hi, I'm Greg. I'm not an actor. I'm just a regular person. 8 years ago, I just didn't feel like I was on my game. I started taking Prevagen, and I want people to know that Prevagen has worked for me. Give it a try. I want it to help you just like it has helped me.
Prevagen, at stores everywhere without a prescription. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease. Testimonialist was compensated for their time.
If you are 50 or older, it is recommended that you get vaccinated against pneumococcal pneumonia, a potentially serious bacterial lung disease that can disrupt your life for weeks. If you're an adult 19 to 49 with certain underlying medical conditions like asthma, diabetes, chronic heart disease, or COPD, vaccination is also recommended. Talk to your doctor about vaccination today and learn more at lung.org/protectyourself. Furnished by the American Lung Association in collaboration with Pfizer.
Has everyone seen the latest South Park?
I
No,
loved
not
it.
yet.
I watched it last night.
I watched it this afternoon. Autumn, are you going to see it or?
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll watch it.
It's,
you're gonna love it.
Greg,
Where do you watch it? What do they got? The streaming.
It's on Paramount Plus.
It's on, yeah. it's
Oh,
on.
so it takes like 30 minutes for that app to load.
It
Yeah.
does
At least
take a
on my
while.
TV.
Yeah, it does. I've noticed that. I was watching it this afternoon, and I went through, and I clicked to, the next, watch the next episode, and it just went to black for like 30
Yeah.
seconds. I had to restart again. So I don't know what's going on over there.
Terrible app.
Yeah, well, it probably shouldn't even exist.
It's also
this
loaded
idea that every individual company and everything is going to have their own app, and we're all going to sign. How many apps are we supposed to have? And have a sign in and a password, and for every single one.
Well, when they have
It's
content
annoying.
that you want,
Yeah.
and even if it is only South Park, they're going to hold tight to that.
Yeah.
So it's
Well,
like,
that's
you
the
want
thing
to
is,
watch it, pay us.
Those guys have. So did you say you saw it or not?
I have not seen
Did
it.
you see the first one?
No.
Okay.
Oh,
you need to-
no,
You really
Greg, you
need to
gotta
see
watch.
this.
But both these
There's
episodes
too-
have been great.
There's
Oh,
too much.
no.
Seriously, it's so
Oh,
good. They're
no.
both great.
You can't be walking around it. How old are you? 42 now or something, and not know this is happening. You have to
43.
watch it. You have to watch these. But Kristi Noem is like being like, of course they're going after women's look. You know what I say? Shut up. Shut up. I'm getting so tired of the we can dish it out, but we can't take it. If you're on that side of things, I may agree with you on a bunch of stuff, but you've been blunt and haven't gone by protocol and haven't worried about anybody's feelings. They're great satirists, and I'm glad that they're doing this. And it's hilarious. And thankfully, I think that they just have FU money. I think they got so much money, Trump cannot bully them out of existence. Even if he made them force somebody to take them off the air, they'd start their own thing and have millions and millions and millions of followers immediately. So I like it. I like the fact that somebody is actually. I mean, there's actually an ice raid in heaven. That's all I'll tell you.
Yeah, and that part's great.
And the part about her face is fantastic, and it's not sexist, and I'll tell you why next week. That music is telling us two things. Shut the hell up, get the hell out. You know us, we're good citizens. What does that mean? It means we never question authority, of course. Shelley Winter is up next. He's got a great show for you, as usual. We'll be back on Monday at 3 p.m. You're all invited to join us, but until then, continue on the journey. Do not piss off the genie.
.656 Cool Ray Carrier, WSP 24-hour traffic center. Still keeping our eye on this police activity on Clifton Road. This is right around the CDC and Emory University. It has Clifton Road closed between Briarcliff and Houston Mill. If you need to get through that area, think about North Decatur Road or La Vista Road as some alternates there. Elsewhere, we have been dealing with a crash in Woodstock, 575 southbound, Highway 92, exit 7. It just got moved to the left shoulder, so hopefully the delays will improve behind that. Traffic brought to you by Payday, packed with peanuts and filled with golden caramel. Payday is one hardworking candy bar, so grab one now to power you through the day. Payday, peanut caramel bar, get to it. Alex Williams, 95.5 WSB.
Money Update. From WSB consumer expert Clark Howard. Sponsored by Reliable Heating and Air.
If you have a choice in airports that you can leave from or that you can fly to in an area, make that search wide. And for flights in the United States, always shop those fares one way. Because if you do your fare searches round trip, once you pick your going flight, most of the fare searches are only going to show you that same airline for your return, meaning you could miss a much cheaper fare on someone else.
Summer is peak hosting season, right? Don't let a grimy house keep you from having company over. It's Chris Chandler, and Wise Guys Pro Wash got my place clean and bright and guest ready in just one day. They handle everything, house and deck, driveway, even my dirty roof, and their soft wash kept everything safe. No paint peel, no damage, just clean. If you got people coming over this summer, be sure Wise Guys Pro Wash comes by first. Mention me, Chris Chandler, for $70 off at wiseguysprowash.com. Book now before they fill up.
The all-new Chico Cantina is Brookhaven's go-to for modern Mexican. Crafted by the award-winning chef Mimo. Whether you're